What's up, people? Twitch JCB here, and we are here with a new playthrough. And this time it will be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube that was actually released in 2002 or 3 by Sonic Team. Well, I'm more than excited to actually get started on this, so let me actually transition to the next slide, and here we go.
Anytime now.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, so I am pretty much going to be playing through the intro because this is one of the new things with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, is that in the original Sonic Adventure 2 there was no intro. It would go straight to the title screen. Now this game actually has an intro to pretty much advertise aspect of its multiplayer as its main feature of its edition. Plus you can see all the new characters as well from the edition that we just played from Sonic Adventure, since we have two new characters added in from this that we may have not known of, which was Shadow and Rouge. And we also saw Eggman in this intro as well, so perhaps he could be playable as well in this game. Alrighty, so let's go with a new file. And this is what the title screen represents us. So we've got the 1-player, 2-player battle, which is a new feature because Sonic Adventure 2 has a multiplayer mode whereby you can play with your friends. We've got an extra mode, which we can just have a little quick look. Tutorial, emblem results, and sound test. Options. Got a lot of stuff here for options. Change menu screen theme. So you can actually change the menu screen theme as well. So let's go to Sonic, for example. See it's changed. We see a Sonic theme poster behind. Clear the battle record. I think that's the multiplayer. Change the file. Change rumble feature. The sound. Select the language, voice, and text. Let's see this. So we got English as the text and the voice in English as well. So we're gonna leave that as B.
Customize your menu screen.
Oh, and Sonic's talking right now. Wow. See Knuckles.
You can change various items on your menu screen.
Alright. We're gonna leave it as it is. We're gonna keep it as this. That's what we're gonna do here. And what was I gonna do? Yeah, so I wanted to go into extra, and I thought this was gonna be interesting as well. Before actually going through the game, I know that we did the introduction for all the characters in Sonic Adventure. Let's actually go into the tutorial of this game. And why I want to go into the tutorial is maybe there might be some stuff we have never known. So I wanted to kind of showcase for people, if you go into the tutorial, this is a mode for newcomers of how to play this game. So let's see the basic controls.
Let me tell you about the basic controls.
And unfortunately we have to get the tutorial by Omochao, the most annoying Chao in existence.
Here's the controller configuration.
So this is the controller configuration.
Action assigned to B button differs depending on the character you choose. Each character has their own special actions.
Ah, I see. Special action.
Actions?
I do want to know, Omochao, what is it?
The action window in the upper right corner indicates what action is performed with B button.
Ah, so I have to look at the top right side of the screen for that.
Actions include whistle, pivot, throw, and look. In 2B versus mode, B button can be used for the special attack. These will automatically appear in the action window.
You know the interesting thing? The text was moving faster than Omochao speaking there. But it shows all the information at the top right. That's what he's trying to say there.
I almost forgot.
What did you forget, Omochao?
Buttons are the same. Use either one you like.
Ah, interesting. Usually I use the B button because I'm on an Xbox controller.
Triggers to change the camera angle.
If I was on the GameCube controller, I would be using the X button, I believe. I think I would be using the X button. Maybe the B button. Maybe. Okay, so that's the basic controls. Now let's go to Sonic and Shadow.
Let me tell you about Sonic and Shadow's game.
Please
Sonic
do.
and Shadow's games are high-speed 3D action games.
And remember, that's the most important part. High-speed 3D action games. They no longer call this platformers, they call it action. Action is different towards how it is for platformers entirely. So this is definitely different on how they actually mention it.
The rules are simple. Make your way to the center of the screen, and the first to touch the gold ring clears the stage.
Okay, so we touch the go ring at the end of the stage. No longer capsules in the previous Sonic games. So we actually go to inside a go ring. They actually did something new here.
After clearing the stage, a ranking screen will appear with time and score.
Alright, so we have an ranking system as well. So no longer whereby we just do one objective from Sonic Adventure and clear it. Now we are based around a certain rank of our performance. Okay.
Your score is based on enemies destroyed, rings collected, and tricks performed.
Right, so that's the way about how to collect our ranking system from those poppies there. That's what he
Don't
said.
forget about the action link.
Ooh, Action Link?
In certain places, you can perform action combos to score technique points.
Interesting.
Fast and with a little style of your own, this is how to get rank up points.
Okay.
Most important are the rings.
Oh, the rings.
Taking damage without having any rings will end your game. But you knew that already.
No, I never knew that, Overture. I never knew that. This is why I'm here to learn from you.
Get as many rings as you can. Don't forget.
Alright, we'll do.
Let's start by explaining the actions for Sonic and Shadow.
Okay.
Homing attack.
Omen attack.
Press A button to jump and again while in midair to do the homing attack against your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to defeat the enemy.
Okay.
Somersault.
Oh, a somersault?
The somersault can be used to defeat enemies, break wooden containers, and get through tight spaces.
Interesting.
Try spin dash to run at supersonic speed.
Nice. Supersonic speed. I like the sound of that.
Press and hold B button to charge up, then release the button to do the spin dash.
Cool.
The spin dash is very fast. Practice using the technique and use it wisely.
Will do.
Grinding. This is also a brand new Sonic action.
That is true. That is true. This is the first time that grinding was introduced in the Sonic games with Sonic Adventure 2.
Grind down anything that resembles a rail. Give it a try.
Okay.
Find a rail and sport a grind.
That sounds cool.
Actually, the number of special actions for each character will increase if you find more level up items.
Okay, so we get some upgrades and we find these to actually level up our abilities, supposedly. We had some Sonic Adventure 1 abilities upgrades throughout the adventure field. I want to see how it does in this game.
You don't know what a level up item is?
No, I don't. Please tell me, Omo.
In each stage are hidden level up items. There are also power up items as well.
Ah,
Find the item and I will tell you more about the action.
okay.
Try learning how to use them all to increase your score.
So, these upgrades do help us increase our scores. Good to know.
Let me tell you about the Sonic and Shadow 2P versus mode.
Alright, you might as well, since you're explaining everything now.
The rules are simple. One more thing. There
Oh,
are
one more thing?
special attacks
What the?
in the versus mode.
It's like he was about to explain something. He's like, one more thing.
Special attacks are awarded after collecting 20, 40, and 60 rings.
Oh, that's cool.
Once you have the special attack, the action window will appear on screen. Press B button to use the attack.
Okay, I will do.
The more rings you collect, the more special attacks you can use.
I feel as though I skipped something, because he was like, one more thing. It was like, let me explain it. I think I definitely must have pressed the A button there. But, woo! This tutorial is much more longer than the original Sonic Adventure tutorial, that's for sure. So we've only just covered 2 sections in about 10 minutes. And now we've got 3 more to actually go through. So, okay, so let's do Tails and Eggman in terms of the tutorial.
Let me tell you about Eggman and Tails games.
Okay, so I'm ready.
Tails and Eggman's games are 3D lock-on shooting games.
Oh, so Tails is no longer flying? It's a lock-on shooting game with him? What do you mean by shooting? How can Tails shoot? Maybe Eggman can shoot, but let's see.
The rules are simple.
Oh,
Shoot and destroy as many enemies as possible. Then find the gold ring to clear the stage.
so Tails is in a mech. He's in a walker, so he's gave up on running and flying, and he's now in a mech.
Locking on is the key to leveling up.
Oh, okay.
Get more technique points by locking on to multiple enemies at the same time.
So more change could create
Another
more
key
score.
is maintaining health.
Okay, maintaining health.
When the health gauge at the bottom of the screen becomes 0, you die.
Oh, so it's no longer attributed by the amount of rings you collect. It's just about the health at the bottom. Gotcha.
Collecting rings, your health will slowly recover. Get rings.
Oh, that's great.
Let me explain Tails and Eggman's special actions.
Sure, go for it.
By using the homing missile, you can defeat multiple enemies.
Ah,
Activate the homing laser by holding down B button.
okay, so I just hold it down to lock on and shoot.
Once you have locked on, release B button to fire the homing missiles.
Okay, simple enough.
Locking on to multiple enemies with a homing laser. More the better.
I will do.
Defeating multiple enemies with a single lock-on scores you technique points.
So these are called technique points, not chain points. Technique. This is your technique.
But it's important to remember this.
Which I didn't know was actually called technique, by the way.
The aiming laser and lock-on only last a few seconds before they disappear. Fire quickly.
Will do.
Besides the homing missile, you also have a powerful Vulcan missile.
Oh, cool.
Just press B button to fire it.
Oh, so I just pressed the B button? Oh, I see. It's just that mini shot, really, right?
Use the Vulcan missile to destroy items that you cannot lock on to.
Okay, so nothing I cannot lock onto. Use the Vulcan missile. Got it.
The number of Tails actions will increase as you find more level up items during the action stages.
Ah,
You
so
don't
this
know
is...
what a level up item is?
No, you told me earlier, Omochao.
Somewhere in each stage are hidden level up items.
Okay, you might as well tell me
I
again.
will tell you more about the action. Try learning how to use them all to increase your score.
Okay. I feel as though like he already told me, but then he's like, oh, you don't know what it is? Let me re-explain it to you. Well, I guess I know it double now. Thanks to you, Omochao.
Attack your opponent until his health is gone. That's it.
I feel as though they could have easily explained this tutorial without having an annoying Omochao to actually explain it.
But remember,
But then again, you know, it's a kid's game, so they want to make it so like kids can easily follow the voice of someone talking rather than reading. So it gives like both the benefits whereby I can understand like the voice and the text mean a lot. But yeah, now we're explaining the 2-player stage.
One more thing.
Yeah, because like, yeah, there you go. So he was explaining that, but then he was like, one more thing. So I definitely skipped the Sonic and Shadow part there for the 2-player section.
There are very special attacks used only in the versus mode.
There are very special attacks. It seems as though their grammar is wrong. They are very. Maybe they're trying to say various. There are various special attacks.
Once you have the special attack, the action window will appear on screen. Press B button to use the attack.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all.
Alright, that's it. And now we're going to be doing Knuckles and Rouge gameplay. So we should have some familiarity between Knuckles and Rouge, which I'm assuming is going to be.
Knuckles and Rouge's games are treasure hunting games.
So it seems as though we're going to be using the same gameplay from Knuckles in Sonic Adventure 1 for this one.
You have to find the 3 pieces of the Master Emerald in each stage. Use the radar and hints to find them.
And hints? I'm guessing Takao's back in this game?
The radar is at the bottom of the screen. When you get close to the emerald, the color of the light becomes red.
Oh, I see.
Hints are also useful in finding emeralds.
Oh, we got computer screens that gives a hint instead of Takao.
Touchscreen monitors will give you up to 3 hints for each emerald.
Oh, so you get 3 hints?
If you forget the hint, just pause the game and they will be displayed.
Alright, I wonder if they'll be any useful.
Use is key. Fewer hints you use in finding the emeralds, the higher score you'll get.
Ah, I see. So, more hints, you'll get a low score.
Quickly find the emerald without the hints to get rank up points.
So time is key here. The faster you are, the higher the score you probably get.
Action for Knuckles and Rouge.
Alright, these special actions. There we go.
Actions for both of them. This is attack action.
Attack action.
Knuckles' specialty is punching, and Rouge's is kicking.
Alright, so they can punch. Yep, so we already know Knuckles can punch. And then Rouge can kick. I mean, I didn't do much punching in Sonic Adventure for Knuckles. I was kind of more gliding and everything, but well, it's nice to know.
Press B button and try it.
Alright, so we just press the B button. Cool.
Try the different actions available when you press B button multiple times, or press it while running.
Oh, cool. So while running and standing still, you can press it to punch.
Try breaking wooden containers with this.
Oh, and wooden containers as well.
And Rouge both have the special ability to glide.
So we both know, yeah, so we know already that Knuckles can glide, so Rouge can glide as well.
While in mid-jump, press and hold A button to glide.
Yes, so we have seen these instructions in Sonic Adventure before.
Gliding up
With gliding.
is not possible.
Yeah, we already know that. Gliding upwards is definitely not possible.
To stop gliding, release A button to drop.
And release the A button to drop. Cool.
Knuckles and Rouge can scale any wall with ease.
Ah,
To grab onto a wall, just glide into it, or use forward and A button.
okay.
If a wall or overhang is a 90-degree angle, you cannot scale it.
You can't scale that. Gotcha.
Knuckles and Rouge are also good swimmers.
Really now? When was this ever told?
Jump into the water and press B button to dive
Are you
underwater.
guys just throwing it with us because of the fact that we have to have water levels in Sonic games? And you guys are just saying, oh, they're great swimmers because we have water levels.
Underwater,
That's what it sounds like.
press
Sounds like an
A
excuse
button
just to add
swim
water
up.
levels. And you know,
A button to
not
swim
many
up.
people like water levels.
Remember to come up for breaths of air. You cannot stay under forever.
Yeah, oxygen.
The number
Darn
of
you,
special
oxygen.
actions for Knuckles and Rouge will increase when you find more level up items.
Okay.
You don't know what a level up item is?
No, Omachao. But I'm guessing you're gonna tell me anyway, even though I was sarcastic there.
Somewhere in each stage are hidden level up items. There are also power up items as well. Find the item and I will tell you more about the action.
Okay. And now we're gonna go into the 2-player versus mode exploration for Knuckles and Rouge.
The rules are simple. The first one to find 2 of the 3 hidden emeralds is the winner.
Okay. I mean, that was kind of obvious anyway.
Bonus hint messages and radar, as it may help you locate the emeralds. One more thing.
Alright, one more thing.
There are very special attacks used only
Again,
in the
there are
first
very
mode.
special attacks.
Special attacks are awarded after collecting 20.
Well, to be honest, this was actually made in 2001 on the Dreamcast, and I don't think they actually had localization available from Japan to anybody in the West, because we would have been able to easily help you guys out with the grammar mistakes, because most games now use a lot of localization, and this game needed it. the last one in the tutorial is Chow, since we might as well click on the Chow, because apparently Chow is very important as well.
Do you know about Chow?
Yes, I do, from Sonic Adventure 1.
Chow are adorable creatures.
They're very cute.
Everyone in the world loves them.
I don't know about that, but I love them.
In the Chow Garden.
Ooh, the Chow Garden.
Raise your own Chow in the Chow Garden.
And the Chow Garden looks much more better in this game compared to the original Sonic Adventure 1 by just looking at it.
To enter the Chow Garden, you have to find the Chow key first. Come back when you find it.
Ooh.
Use the Chow Garden tool. Listen
So we have to get
carefully.
Chow Key to enter into the Chow Garden. Hey Omen, how's it going?
There are a lot of things in the Chow Garden.
A lot of things, eh?
This is a Chow egg. It will hatch over time, but it is wise to care for it until it hatches.
Ah, I mean, yeah, we've already been through this anyway. And I did explain this in the original Sonic Adventure, whereby you have to wait for it to hatch. And it will come out.
How you take care of your Chow will affect its personality. Baby Chow love to eat nuts.
Oh, they do they? I thought babies won't eat nuts because it's kind of hard to break out, but it seems as though the Chow babies are loving nuts.
This is their favorite snack. Eating Chow these will make them strong and healthy.
I'm doing good, Omen, as well. And also nice to hear that you're doing good, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Nuts grow on trees. If you shake the trees, they will fall off.
Okay, so their favorite snacks is on the trees already. We just have to shake and fall off. Okay.
This is a tree seed. Plant it in the garden and watch it grow to bear nuts.
Oh.
Trees only live
Oh, so they don't call it fruits, they call it nuts.
seeds as you can. Your Chow will plant the seeds. If you find them, give them to your Chow.
I honestly thought these were like fruits, whereby these are the seeds and then they grow into trees and then they'll come and make...
These are
Oh.
the small animals.
Oh, and these are the small animals as well.
And this is the Chaos Drive.
Chaos Drive, yeah, No, this is the first time I've ever seen it. So this wasn't in the original Sonic Adventure, this is in Sonic Adventure 2.
Hand over either one to Chow and watch it change. Try using combinations.
Oh, cool.
You can find either one in the action stage.
Oh, I
These
see.
are hiding in various spots. Try to find them.
So I didn't use animals. Me particularly, I don't use animals in the Chow because of the fact that they're so cute in their original form. I like it. But then whenever they change to animals, they just like look like something completely different. And they mutate into those animals. And then I have to try and find those skeleton bones to actually remove their body parts again. So usually I just use Chaos Drives to train up my Chow and then feed them lots of fruits. Because it doesn't change their designs.
Advice on how to raise your newborn Chow?
You might as well tell us, Oma Chow, since you are a full-grown Chow adult, and someone raised you up really well. So you can actually talk about the tutorial in this game.
Now, let me tell you how to care for your Chow. Chow love to be held and petted all the time.
Oh,
Hold your Chow, pick them up with B button, and hold it down. They love to be snuggled.
I love the fact that they have this tutorial for the Chow because I feel as though every time I watch people play Chow, they throw the Chow, they don't pet them, they don't hold them up, they don't treat them as like a normal baby. Like, they do such a good job in this game whereby the interaction of how you take care of them makes you feel like a good parent.
If flowers start to bloom around Chow, that means it's the mating season.
Yeah,
When they mate, they may lay new eggs for you to raise.
okay.
Chow hate crowded gardens. Try to limit 8 Chow to a garden. Some Chow may move to another garden on their own if it gets too crowded.
I did not know that. So I've never really crowded out my Chow garden. I've always had probably about 4 or 5. Because usually I like to just have, if I had to plan to have kids, I'd probably have 1 or 2. Because I feel as though when you have so many, it's hard to share the love around. Because if you are loving one child and then you try to go to another one, maybe they may feel as though that you're giving too much love for one child. And, you know, little kids tend to get jealous. So I try to limit myself with how much kids or people I'm around with, because yeah, the more the more the merrier is a motto, but I say the more responsibility you're gonna have to share the love, and it's gonna be quite difficult.
This is the end of the Chow Garden tutorial.
Okay.
Alright, Chow Cube. You can visit the Chow Garden anytime.
Anytime, even though you told me to use a Chow key, so it doesn't seem like I can just visit anytime, right? Alright, so we've actually covered all the tutorial for this game, so now we are Sonic Adventure 2 experts now, since we now know how to play the game now. And I feel as though we should actually get started now, so after 25 minutes or 20 minutes or so of this reading tutorial, I'm ready to start this adventure. So, as we start off here, we got story select. We've got Hero with Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and then we also got the dark side with Shadow, Rouge, and Eggman. So, for starters, because I see Sonic on the left side of the screen, we're actually going to start with the Hero story first. But at the same time, we are going to mix it around. We're not going to just do Hero first and Dark second. We are going to do the formula that I did with the original Sonic Adventure, whereby I will be doing mix and matches of both. So I can't really recall if I have a certain order. I'm just going to play by ear when to switch. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start with the Hero side. And here we go. So 127 above the capital C.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city.
Alright, that's not Sonic.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar.
Says GUN on the ship as well.
Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What? The
Didn't copy
Hedgehog
that.
is
Over.
gone.
Oh, the Hedgehog is gone?
What's wrong? Come in.
Oh, there's Sonic. And also one thing as well about this scene I did not remember is the handcuffs on Sonic. I didn't realize that Sonic actually got off the handcuffs and took out and was able to escape like that. But here we go. He took a part of the plane and now is going all the way down. So we know that he can jump up really high places, Sonic, since he dropped off the egg carrier in the original Sonic Adventure and was able to land in Mystic Ruin so safely. Like, he didn't die from a high fall. But now we are starting with the first stage of the game, which is City Escape. City Escape is an iconic stage in the series, and it was also in Sonic Generations as well for the representative stage for Sonic Adventure 2. So in the beginning, you are pretty much boarding and you're going down the roads, and you can also do tricks on the ramps. I think there's 3 tricks, and depending on how fast the momentum is going, you get better trick score points. But with the speed going down the ramps makes it harder to control as well. So we do have known whereby certain times we can use the home attack, so I use the home attack on the enemies and also to grab iron boxes like this, and then also we've learned in the tutorial with the somersault whereby we break wooden containers, so that's what we did. And also we're doing some tricks there, so every time you do the trick, oh okay, I messed that trick up. It's kind of a hard trick timing, but you kind of get used to it as well once you play more and more. I haven't played this game in quite some time as well. But as you can see there, I did get 100 points on the top left because I actually home attacked 2 enemies at the same time. If you are not grounded and you actually attack the home attack enemies with more than 1 enemy at a time, you can actually, whoops, I need some more speed, so I'm going to do supersonic speed on it. And then also, that golden beetle I just smashed there gives you 1,000 points. There's a golden beetle hidden in every single stage. That also helps you out getting points as well. A lot. It's got a lot of count as well. And also, we can see the electric shield is back. The electric shield was also present in the original Sonic Adventure, whereby it would suck up all the rings. And now it's back here. Alright, flippy flip. Down we go. And we're gonna go and try and get the high path. The high path will contain the invincibility. And as explained in the original Sonic Adventure playthrough, is that the invincibility gives you double score points for everything you touch as well. So it's very important that when you have the invincibility, try and perform as many actions as possible, or points, or styles, or whatever. So you want to try to just get everything as much as possible before it does end. And now we're on the last section here of Cityscape, whereby we are running away from G-Ren's truck. So remember, in this time of the story, we are escaping, and now they're after us, and they're not really pulling anything beside us, really. They really want us to be captured again. Apparently, we are on the chase. We have no idea why we're on the chase as well, by the way. Because once you start the hero story, it puts you into a scenario whereby we have no idea why they're trying to capture us and why we get arrested as well. And it seems as though we are the villain. Because, you know, the original Sonic Adventure, we was no villain. We actually was saving the day, defeating Chao, Zero. But now it seems as though that we're escaping and we are a rogue criminal.
That was cool!
And as you see at the end of the results screen, it shows everything of the scores and stuff. And instead of it being a mission C complete from the original Sonic Adventure, we get a rank. And I just got the highest score for rank A. And also, we just got an emblem there as well. So now it's nighttime.
This game of tag is boring. I'm out of here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on!
And now we are ready in a boss fight. So one thing you can kind of tell is that there's no adventure fields anymore in Sonic Adventure 2. It seems as though we are wrapped around cutscenes and action stages along with bosses as well. So now you can kind of see that we have actually no kind of interaction anymore, like a hub world interaction. So they probably felt as though that it wasn't that great to actually have a hub world, and they decided to cut that off to actually delay the process. But me personally, I love the adventure field from the original Sonic Adventure, and they should have definitely put this in the Sonic Adventure 2. But now it seems as though, like, okay, we're gonna go from point A to point B with some cutscenes along the way to explain the events of going from the action stage from one place to another place. Oh, and it seems as though we have a black hedgehog, which I probably pretty much spoiled the name, which was Shadow.
Containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald!
It is the Chaos Emerald.
Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of
It's convenient enough whereby we defeat the boss, and Shadow's there to rub in our face as well.
you fake hedgehog!
Somehow he's there. I think this is nearby Radical Highway, I believe, for Shadow. But he uses Chaos Control. And now we see in slow motion, Shadow runs past Sonic. But Sonic actually catches up with his own eyes because Sonic is really fast as well.
It's not his speed, he must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form.
Apparently, he is the world's first ultimate life form. Can Sonic survive against the ultimate life form if they ever come again? And Sonic gets captured, unfortunately. So now we're in a different part, it's desert area, and we see the new character Rouge arguing with Knuckles, which looks like a Chaos Emerald at first, but that actually is a Master Emerald. It's actually really small, because apparently you can actually resize the Master Emerald actually right now.
The Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the? Look who's calling who at me. I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not? Dr. Egg.
Which is kind of strange though.
That's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I
Eggman going off for the Master Emerald. Now he actually has a problem with Knuckles.
Knucklehead. Not if I can help it.
And the strangest thing is that why would Knuckles even do that? Like, Knuckles should have just allowed Eggman to carry it and then get the energy source on his side to go back to Eggman's base and just steal it off again. That's what I don't get about this game. He just blew it up to pieces of the Master Emerald, and now we've got a Knuckles and Rouge gameplay now to go through now just because of that. He really is a knucklehead. Absolutely a knucklehead.
Anyone who takes tools from me, all the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
So now, we are in Wild Canyon. We actually are in Wild Canyon right now with Knuckles. But, we're actually going to stop it here. We're going to exit out of this. We're not going to do Wild Canyon yet. We're going to actually move over to the Dark Story instead. We're going to go into the Dark Story. And we're going to start the Dark Story here. So, we're going to see what happens here.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
In the meantime.
Intruder located in the north quadrant.
So it seems there's an intruder coming inside GON's base.
Prepare to engage. Emergency battle formations. Standard battle procedures initiated. Locate and stop intruder from entering the standard area. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Alright, he's blowing in.
Grandfather was working on a top secret military weapon. The military shut down the research because they
Okay. Seems to have something to do with looking for a certain research for his grandfather, eh? So now, he's trying to get into the core of the military base. And now, we are introduced into the shooting gameplay. So, from Only Child Explanation, we are using technique points of chaining up all this stuff to get these core score points as well to actually improve our rankings, you know? And that's all we're doing, really. Seems very simple enough. Now using the Vulcan cannon to break up these wooden boxes. Alright. And there we go. And also, this is the first time we ever get to play as Eggman in the series as well, right? And I feel as though this gameplay is not that bad, because remember, we did do this gameplay in the original Sonic Adventure by using Gamma, E102 Gamma. And the difference, actually, with Gamma's gameplay compared to this now, is the fact of the actual speed involved. So, remember Gamma, there was a lot of leeway in terms of lanes and loops and running, and he had like momentum, huge momentum when he actually had a different mode change, so he's a lot more fast. This one feels more blocky. It feels like there's a lot of stuff interrupting your way, and we have certain moments whereby we can stretch our legs a bit, but it's more generated targeted around the aiming system, since a lot of the turning is much more stricter. We have to use speed panels like this to kind of feel that little burst of speed, but still at the same time, it doesn't emphasize on speed at all with the shooting. It actually just emphasizes on 3D action lock-on. That's why I like to explain it as. It's no longer whereby, characters like this is trying to generate speed, even though there is momentum in this. There's actually really momentum, but the level design doesn't encourage momentum at all. It encourages more so a robust chain frenzy, like a rail launcher. And well, it's like a moving on rail launcher, I think, as a better explanation to this, actually, whereby you're moving while shooting enemies out of the way. And I see where they're going with this, but I still will say that E102's Gamma gameplay is a lot more better and much more refined for shooting, and I feel as though that was probably the best type of gameplay style for this, because I feel as though the level design was a lot more better, much more fresh, and a lot more faster, which incorporates the high-speed gaming thing, and especially as well whereby platforming designs like this from E102 Gamma was a lot more better as well from what it incorporated with its gameplay. But this one, however, I have to admit, there's a lot more involvement going on. There's a lot more stuff going on. Because remember, E102 may have had a lot more momentum and speed, but there wasn't much going on with its stages. Okay, so I didn't have to. Okay, there we go. We had to trigger this little cutscene here, and now we'll be able to shoot the rocket now. I mean, this gameplay is not that bad in Adventure 2, but I feel as though E102's Gamma was a lot more better from experience. But here we go, so that's the first mission cleared. And total score over 20k, and we also got an A rank as well for this one.
I am the best.
Okay, nice. Second emblem as well. So, it seems as though we're at the core. What does Eggman want to see? This top security. And he was able to crack the code and enter in. Oh, Eggman in the building.
So this is the military's top secret weapon. It's a lot smaller than I expected.
Ah, what would you expect, Eggy?
Enter user data. Enter password. Password is Maria. Maria. Now all I have to do is to place the Chaos Emerald into this console.
This guy is definitely a genius. Because he's a genius all around to actually break in so easily, but he's not a genius at actually stopping one blue hedgehog that supposedly he created. So he drops down, that goes up. So what's the point dropping down there? To activate the console for it to go up. This part was creepy when you just see Shadow come out of nowhere.
Is that you, Sonic? Are you trying to spoil my plans again? Wait a minute. You're not Sonic. This is impossible.
So, a lot of people mistake Shadow for Sonic all the time, and this is, I think, a reason why. Because when they look at Shadow, they're always in a dark background or something whereby there's not much light available, and usually they think it is Sonic. That's what my suspicion is. I don't think they're that dumb enough to feel as though that Sonic is now emo. There's no way. There's no way. Everyone has confused Shadow as Sonic so much times. But now we're going to see a test of the powers, because now they're coming back to actually catch them. Oh. So now we're playing the alternative side of the boss that we played with Sonic, and this is Hotshot. So hopefully we can actually defeat Hotshot. Oh, here we go. It's going to shoot it right now. Got to watch out. Right, took some of the boxes, but oh, we actually missed it. So there's a certain hitbox right there we have to hit. That's at the cockpit. That we have to. Oh, okay, got it again. One more hit. There we go. And it's just that easy. Which both the adventure games have a similarity to, whereby the bosses are actually easy on both sides for either of them. Which I've noticed. Now, it's just dependent on do you like doing the bosses or not, really.
Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon. But what did you mean when you said you will grant me a wish?
Yeah, what did you mean?
Bring more Chaos Emeralds.
Shadow, wait!
I'll be waiting for you in the central control room on the Space Colony Ark.
Ark?
Even Eggman's perplexed about that. Someone ordered him around. Rather, he ordered them around. So, very mysterious guy, but now we are in the desert area again.
Just let it go.
You know, the thing is as well, is that remember, in the original adventure, when you choose a certain character, you actually have a different perspective of these cutscenes. Now, when you actually do these cutscenes from Heroes, Dark side stories, they're always the same cutscenes. So we've seen this cutscene as well. So they don't actually have different voice lines for Rouge or Knuckles or Dr. Eggman at this point. It's the exact same cutscene. So we're rewatching the same cutscene. So they decided to not drive a perspective of individual characters, but more so telling an actual narrative of the story, showcasing the events of what's going to happen instead. So there's not really a strength of character development in this game, but more so a strength of saying how much details are within the stories, within the scene of it, of what's pre-telling what's happening, that we have these characters' involvement in it. However, we don't really care about what Knuckles is feeling in this situation, or Tails. We just want to know what actually happens when Dr. Eggman grabs the Master Emerald and then Knuckles blows up, and then we have to do treasure hunting now.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
But at this point, I went and change the hero side, because we was in a Knuckles stage, to change from hero to dark. Now I'm actually sticking to dark. We're actually going to do this the first time with Rouge doing the treasure hunting. So this will be the first time we're actually playing treasure hunting. So we know that we have to complete this as fast as possible to actually get the A rank. So it's all about speed. One of the things whereby I like to do in treasure hunting is try to search as much of the area as possible. The radar of the treasure hunting, when you actually are looking for the emeralds, it's actually quite big, so I don't really try to stay in a space for too long, but if there are enemies, I will defeat them to actually get higher score at the same time. And if they're grounded, I'll punch them up or kick them up, and if they are in the air, I will glide into them. So, oh, I missed it. Just fine. Usually I don't try to just walk back in, and then there's some ring boxes here, and okay, we're just gonna try to ignore that really, because there's no point of really staying in the place for treasure hunting, because most of it is really time dependent to actually get a rank. So I hit the guards in the beginning to actually get the tail moving in, and now I want to get to this next area. So now we are having a beeping on the treasure hunting, and it's the same as Sonic Adventure 2, I mean Sonic Adventure 1 in terms of the beeping. So you get the greens, then the yellow, then the red when you're really close. So I believe it's underwater then, since now we're good swimmers now, so they incorporate swimming in this game. So we're definitely good swimmers, so now we have to start swimming. Oh, we see it, yeah. And then one other thing in terms of the difference of the treasure hunting between Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2, you can actually see all the three pieces reacting with the emerald if they're really close by in Sonic Adventure 1. Now Sonic Adventure 2, they have to go in a certain order. So if you do go them out of order and you see the piece, you can grab it, which is fine, but it'll only beep in a certain order. So maybe there is a piece around by, but it doesn't seem like it's anywhere near here. So we're actually going to go back and to this part. So we've been here before, right? And it was not beeping before. Now it's actually beeping. And it doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people, that it makes it harder, that you have to go through a certain way to do this. But really, it does not bother me at all. Like, I don't really mind this at all, because the more you play this, the more you can get used to it, really. So it's yellow mid section. Okay, I think it's down here then, right? By the statue perhaps? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, and another one is here as well, so they're both in this section here. So immediately when I got that emerald, it started beeping. So let's see. Okay, so it's yellow here. Is it up here? Is it here? No. We don't have a decent time, but maybe it might give us a good high rank score. Let's see now. So it's up here? No, it's not up here. Oh, there it is. And there we go. We got it. So we got it in just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Do we get the A rank here? No, we get the B rank.
It's all too easy for me.
So yes, as I said, time is definitely super dependent on getting a high rank score. You can also defeat enemies and create chains around that and get rings. Oh hey, Ultimate Sonic Gamer. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem. I definitely will be posting it on YouTube. Absolutely. But yeah, thanks for letting me know and stopping by, man. And how's your day been so far? Okay, we're gonna do Eggman stage here as well, because I really want to get to Shadow's gameplay stage as well doing this. So we are gonna be infiltrating a... Oh, I thought I could actually jump that. I was a bit too impatient there, but yeah. That's to let us know that there's a check involved whereby we can actually get killed. So we lost a life there. We're not invincible. So that was just a test. That was a little small test I wanted to showcase. And that's what I wanted to do. But yes, we're on the next Eggman stage. Okay, nice to hear that you're doing good. And it seems as though Eggman is really favorable in the dark side, since really you get to see more action of Eggman and see how he deals with on his side when he's working with a team as well, since they're not essentially a team now with Eggman, Shadow, and Rouge, but they're slowly going to be, because they start to finally have some interest around it. But right now, Eggman's on a mission to kind of get Chaos Emeralds, but at the same time infiltrate bases and learn more about the Ark and seeing what's going on really about this. And we got the good and said Yosh. Alright, we're getting it tight, and now we're just going to go on the platforms here. And I guess this is what we're going to be looking for to do now, is just to take it easy with the platforming. Oh yeah, yeah. I understand, man. School is coming up and it's school time, whereby you're gonna have to catch up on your homework or whatever stuff you are studying on. And yeah, like from what happened last time, yeah, you would have to catch up with your mod as well, since it did crash on you last time, so it's understandable that you are catching up in that. But yeah, naturally this level is just more so slow because of these platforms that you have to keep it jumping on, and you have to just take your time really. We don't have any of the upgrades yet to make it more faster, so we just have to play a nice relaxed pace. Alright, blowing this up, and now we go up here. I know I didn't use the fruit camera in the original Sonic Adventure 1, but the camera, how it works in this one, is just using the auto camera from Sonic Adventure 2. So I used a lot of demonstration, but also you can use the left and right trigger to rotate the camera around. And that's pretty much it. Oh, missed some rings there, but I'm just gonna ignore those rings for now. Blow up these canisters again. Oh, nice! That you made real progress there. So when you say the first walking cycle, how many more cycles do you have to do on your side for the walking? Okay, so now we're just waiting. It's kind of like a mix between we're interacting with the stage, with the platforming section, and then a mix between actually shooting up enemies. Because at one point it's really quiet like this, they're not really expecting us, and then they come out of nowhere and they're like, intruder, intruder, intruder. Okay, we're just trying to shoot as much as possible there. Let's grab this blood. Okay, we got a bubble shot. Oh, 6 more? Oh, and it's also easy, so that sounds good. Which you'll be able to do in no time. Alright, linking it up. Also, those dynamites give you technique points, as they say, which we've got the core there from linking up 2 at the same time. Okay, I always try to shoot that guy first. Oh, we're not getting any technique points here. We're just walking to the goal.
Yosh!
But yes, we are done with the Yosh from the end of Eggman as well. Yes, I should be doing 2 SA2 streams actually. I don't think I'll be able to finish SA2 today. I don't think so. No. SA2 is more short than SA1, but at the same time I don't think I will be able to complete it all in one go for today.
With the Chaos Emerald in the Space Colony Ark. I've got to find out just what's going on up there.
Yeah, second stream will be tomorrow, same time.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important news flash.
Flash. It's a British person. News flash.
Seriously, the only thing that was stolen was the Chaos Emerald. According to eyewitnesses at the scene, the suspect was identified as the world-renowned hero Sonic the Hedgehog.
And that's the interesting point as well. Everyone thinks that's Sonic now. That's why this is where Sonic actually got captured.
The work of Shadow.
Yeah, he did scratch his ass there.
How pathetic.
And now we actually see a cutscene in Shadow whereby he's having a seizure of his eyes there. Oh, that's Shadow screaming Maria. So we now know that's Maria.
Shadow, I beg of you, please do it for me, for all the people.
So this is a past reminder from Shadow.
Sayonara,
And
Shadow.
this was also the password as well that Eggman locked in into Gun's core for analyzing and getting Shadow out of there.
Revenge.
Yeah, this is Shadow's villain arc before the anti-hero arc. I agree with you there. Alright, now we are grinding down Radical Highway now. So this is Shadow's first stage. We're now playing as Shadow. Now we are into the speed action side. And we are pretty much just causing havoc now. We're going to cause as much havoc as possible. And pretty much Sonic is going to be paying for it. He's going to pay for all the receipts here. Yeah, Radical Highway is a great level. It's a great starting level for Shadow to show how good he is. So we're going to be running all the way down here and then go through the loop here. Personally, I don't want to do any shortcuts. I know there's a couple of shortcuts I know in the stage, but I'm just going to play it nice and normal. There's a robot hiding there, but it's not going to do him any good hiding there. Oh, that's one thing about this game, is that there's always some cheap shots. Whether it's being blasts from planes, or robots that jump out of nowhere, or just random platforms falling, they always make sure that you always just crash into something. Next time I see Omocha, I'll kick him. I really don't want to hear his annoying voice. That's why I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anything to do with Omocha. That guy is just way too annoying enough to be on the screen. Alright, loop-de-loops. Let's see if we can actually get into the top path here. Yes, we can. So this is the top side. I guess this is a reminiscence of San Francisco Great Bridge, or it's the Golden Bridge, I believe. Oh, I just jumped way too early there. Nearly actually fell down there, but we are still on the top side. Oh, there we go. This is the reason why I wanted the top side, is because we can actually get the golden beetle here. Then we're gonna grind down. We pull the trick up, so we don't actually have to go through the bottom side for somersaulting. And now we're actually crashing through. Get the checkpoint as well. And also, depending on how many rings we go past the checkpoint, we actually get a reward bonus. So it might be a ring remote bonus, or might be a bubble shield, or speed up, or lecture shield. So there's a lot of rewards when you actually go through checkpoints. So it's a good thing. Go through checkpoints. And also, checkpoints are good as well, because if you do die, at least you can respawn at a certain checkpoint instead of actually going through the whole stage again as well. But it will hurt your score anyway, because once you die, your score just gets reset to 0. So if you are looking for the A rank, just don't die, don't lose rings, and go as fast as possible. And also, rack up those technique points, as they say. Okay, so the total score 15k, and it's an A rank.
Ultimate victory.
So, as of now, we've got a couple of B ranks and a few A ranks here. I haven't got anything below B rank. So we're doing pretty good in this playthrough. And this is the scene here between Sonic and Shadow. So, my prediction was right. This was after Shadow was going through Radical High Raider.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate...
It should be optionally for Omochao to be abused, yes. With his little squeaky voice.
Now I know what's going on. The military has
But I feel as though I already abused everyone's eardrums when I was doing the tutorial at the beginning of the stream.
say something, you fake hedgehog.
Chaos controlled. So again, no difference in terms of the cutscene as well. The only thing that was different, I guess, was that in the beginning of Sonic's cutscene is the fact that we defeated the G.O.N boss, and we saw a bit of it, but then pretty much the rest of this is still the same. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic thing to pick up and throw. Absolutely. I've done that multiple times when I used to play it. So we're already on stage 5 on Dark Side.
This is Rouge. I've located Eggman's base and will proceed to enter it now.
So Rouge on her side
I hate to say it.
apparently
I guess I'm
is
going
in
to
Eggman's
have to
base.
Find that key first.
And she has to find some keys. But we're not actually going to do Rouge's stage first and Egg Quarters. What we're going to do is we're actually going to hop right back over into the hero side.
Story
And we're going to go back into the hero, and we are going to go back with Knuckles here.
But you can call me Knuckles.
And we had these story recaps in Sonic Adventure. Now, they actually have their own voices to actually talk with it now. So, whenever you save your game, you come back in, at least you can actually get a recap of what's going on here.
Who do you think shows up? Yep, that's right. Eggman. He came just in time to spoil my plan, and even tried to take the Master Emerald. I managed to break the Master Emerald into pieces before Eggman
So now,
managed to escape.
we have to find the pieces
Now I
again.
have to find the pieces.
Because Knuckles broke the Master Emerald in that cutscene, and now we have to find everything again. Oh, this is the reason why we have to do treasure hunting in this game, because Knuckles, the Knucklehead, was putting us to it. But we're going to be doing the first level for Knuckles, which is Wild Canyon. We saw Dry Lagoon. Now we're going to get some rap music, courtesy of Honey P. I think Honey P was the guy that was doing all the music in terms of rapping in Sonic Adventure 2. Very popular type of dude that did the music. Oh, so as we are using the radar, we are trying to find which side is it actually on. So let's see. This one's a kind of a tricky one actually. So we know it's mid-born here, but yeah, this one's a tricky one. So somewhere here. Oh, there it is. It actually doesn't matter, actually. There is no correlation between the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald right now. That is true. That's very true, though. Before, it used to be the controller of the Chaos Emeralds and was able to nullify its powers between them. Now, it's just like, hey, Master Emerald safe in Angel Island. So now Knuckles can move his legs and play around with Sonic. That's what it sounds like to me now. Oh, is it down here? It is. Oh, there's the second piece. Oh, I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, no. Oh, there. Over here. Oh, I see it. There we go.
I found him.
Oh, the third piece was so close to the second one. And I think this was a better time as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do it
this is
one time.
perfect.
One time. I'll throw Omochao one time. When I see it, I'll throw up one time.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced.
And here we go. This is actually the intro to Tails now.
I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic would destroy the military building. Or rob
And also in both intros to Tails and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, he was actually flying as well.
What?
On an airplane.
Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman too. What's Amy doing?
But this
here?
time, Tails is not crashing.
I have
He's
to
actually
help
fully
Amy
in control.
because she's in danger. Tornado
And
transformation!
Tails is becoming a hero compared to Sonic, as Tails is gonna go save Amy now. As we don't know why Amy is there. Out of all places, why is Amy there? Yeah, Tails' theme is great. I still do prefer the original Tails from Sonic Adventures 1 theme. But yes, this is a boss battle, and you get these boss battles like this as well in the game, whereby they play against their counterpart rivals. And this is the first one you actually count between Tails versus Eggman, and as you can see there, I was just mashing the B button, beat him up there, and that was easy to do. So that was it.
This time I'll let you go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Ah, I see. He got his ass kicked and he was pretending that he had the situation under control there.
I'm the one who should be asking that question. Don't you
Sure
know
thing,
it's
Eggy.
dangerous here?
And also, we actually get the Amy theme.
Hero Sonic. Again? Hurry.
Oh yeah, that's right. So the reason why Amy came onto this island is actually to get Sonic out of prison. That's what happened. But yes, Amy is not playable in the story mode. She's only playable in the multiplayer. But yes, now we are in Prison Lane. So this is Tails' first stage of trying to help Sonic get broken out. So it seems as though we can't actually break the iron containers yet. Seems like that might be a possible upgrade in the future to break those iron containers. Now what we're doing here, we are actually locking in and getting as much points as possible, getting the rings, and getting these technique points up. There's a lot of Chaos Drives as well, so the Chaos Drives, they are actually in the robots themselves. So the robots have Chaos Drives in them. Oh, now we're just waiting. There we go. You really think so that they only made Rouge to please the dirty part of Sega fandom? I just only thought that they just made her just because of the fact that they just wanted someone to have a counterpart to Knuckles in this game. But at the same time, yes, they did sexualize the character in this game the most, and people start to create dirty thoughts around her. So that's the thing with the design around it. She is absolutely caked in this game, but then they kind of reduced it though. Like, have you noticed that over the years they have reduced the cake over the years, so she's no longer the way how she was back in original Sonic Adventure 2, this game. So she was most caked here, and then in the games later, they kind of slowed down the cake. I mean, she's still there with the cake, but it's not as juicy as it is. Like, she was bestly designed here with the cake. If they had to give her cake or not cake, I would rather just have the cake, to be honest, to look at it. But I don't know, it's like as Rouge went on, they turned into a grandma in Sonic 06. She looks like a grandma in Sonic 06 to me. Oh yeah, so you have to spam the A and B buttons. Okay. Is he in every cutscene in this game for Big the Cat? Or was he in a few of the cutscenes? Oh, there we go. We got a 10 chain as well, which gives us an extreme 1,500 points. Oh, that's a lot of score. 28k? Yeah, we got an A rank there. Okay, cool. So I'll try and spam it here even so right now.
Amy, keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
With the help of Tails, of course, to actually break in here.
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
And Sonic actually knows that the
hedgehog?
fake hedgehog known as Shadow was the one that got him arrested.
Will you marry me?
No way.
Because when Shadow escaped from the scene from Radical Highway, he actually got arrested. So they didn't even see Shadow at all. And when they did catch up to Shadow from causing that havoc, Sonic was the only one there left in the scene, and Sonic, instead of Sonic escaping, he just decided to arrest himself. So he was doing the noble thing there.
Sonic, he's such a brat sometimes.
Alright, so now we are back into Metal Harbor for a Sonic stage. So this is Sonic's second action stage, Metal Harbor. He's breaking out, he's running his legs, and we are in Jiren's base. And he needs to get revenge on Shadow. So he's trying to find where the hell he is. And we are just chaining around these enemies here. And, oh, we got a lot more enemies to chain on, since they are perfectly placed here. With the golden beetle there as well. We can't actually light speed dash, but we see a level here. And, oh, there we go. There's an upgrade. So we have the light shoes. We have no explanation now. Light dash to move at light speed along paths and rings. I guess so. I guess so. That might be racist what Sega has done to actually root the actual action. So, you know, yeah, they did make him a bad guy to start with, gave him a gun, and also made him black. Very stereotype stuff that Sega has kind of reached out for Shadow, but I don't know. I don't know what was really the reason of them even giving Shadow the gun in the first place, really. It just came out of nowhere that Shadow owns a gun, even though he has chaos abilities and powers that he didn't even need it. That's the interesting part. Oh, did I actually skip Omochao? Oh boy. I was, oh, there he is. Oh. I tried to pick him up there, but now I need to start flying. Well, there you go. He's in the pool now. He's taking a quick swim. I don't know if I can get this now. Let's see. Uh oh. Yeah, I didn't get it. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Despite not getting an A rank now, I'm definitely gonna try and get the second liftoff shelter now. Holy crap. Let me try this again. There we go. And we just got it. So there's 2 launch off pads that you can go onto. So the first one, I think you get Radical, and this one you get Extreme. So I decided to get to the second one there. Alright, let's get to the end point here. So we just actually collect these rings here, and also you get a life up. Actually got all the iron boxes here. Pretty cool. But unfortunately, because we actually did lose a life there, we're not going to get an A rank. Most likely you're probably going to get an E or D rank here, based on just our last performance there. Yeah, so that's an E rank there.
Made it.
As we just barely made it, as what Sonic has said. Alright, and that's our 8th emblem as well. And we are in a forest.
So far, so good.
And we have a cutscene as well. And we see Shadow here as well.
I found you, faker.
You're a fakey Shadow. You fake hedgehog. Come over here and I'll beat you up, Shadow.
To me? You're not even good enough to be my
I'm gonna make you eat those words, Shadow.
There's no time to play games.
Come on, let's have a boxing match, Shadow. Oops. There we go. I guess we just home attack into him. That's what we do if we could actually hit him. Oh, but he killed us first. Okay, I need to remember to collect a ring before that happens again. So in front, we can't actually home attack into him. Oops. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I actually posted the second part of the Sonic Adventure 1 this morning before I started the stream. So it seems as though, like, I have to get around them. There we go. Go around him. Tiny just attacking him at the back. Alright, come here, Shadow. Play like a man. Be in the center. Oh, there we go. So the moment he turns his back, you can actually hit him. But if you actually try a home attack in front of him, he does block it. But the thing is, I don't want to home attack in the side because I don't want to fall off. Relive the adventure. Yes, absolutely. And now we are in another Sonic stage. Green Forest.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Oh boy, it's gonna blow up. And Shadow scoodooches. Skadoosh. Alright, we got 8 minutes to complete this stage. And this is one of the highest speed paces of the Sonic stages, Green Forest. The adrenaline's kicking in. And loud, hard rock music as well. Banging through the ears right now. Yeah, so you definitely get more high action speed stages compared to Sonic Adventure 1. I feel as though Sonic Adventure 2, because it's more streamlined, you get a lot of these stages like what we're getting right now. Oh, and we actually got that robot. Most of the time, I screw over that 5th chain robot with the home attack. You have to time it at a certain point. You can't just blindly button mash it as well to get the chain to curate. Like, it has to be completely timed. And I always hated that. Oh, there we go. There's the green beetle there. I mean, not green. It's the golden beetle. Yeah, it's pretty cool how you just jump to the action. Like, I like the interactions around this. And if we go here, there's a little robot here. And a certain section here. And also, we get a new hidden ability. So, a level up item called the Ancient Light, which we actually had the Ancient Light in the original Sonic Adventure. Light attack to defeat multiple enemies at light speed. Press B button to charge up, then release to destroy nearby enemies. Same thing as how it was in Sonic Adventure 1, but they actually consider this as a hidden power-up that isn't really need or necessary to use in this game. Really, it's true though, because like, pretty much the home attack does its job. But at the same time, you can still kind of do an action. So, let's see. What can we do? Let's do it here. Let's do a ancient light attack. Or should I say a light? Whoa, 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 whoa. That was kind of far off. Let's try again. Yeah? There we go. So, same thing as well in Sonic Adventure 1 is that you pretty much hold up on the left analog stick so it doesn't kind of glitch out. However, it glitches out less in this game compared to Adventure 1 because the circular motion of the radiation of Sonic when he does go into the radius mode of attacking the enemies is like it's a bigger circle, and this one is a much more smaller circle. So they definitely did change the animation design pattern when light attack is used in this game compared to Adventure 1. I actually like that. Alright, speeding up. We actually got the electric shield now, and we have over 200 rings. Favorite 3 Sonic songs? Favorite 3 Sonic songs. I like. Let's see, what Sonic songs do I like? I like the final boss theme in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I like It Doesn't Matter, Sonic's theme. Oh, and also another thing I like. Which one else do I like? Oh, am I gonna die here? Oh no, this is gonna stop there. Another one I like. Let's see, what's another one I like here to name off?
Yes!
Why don't we just say you know what, let's just say Starlight Zone from the original Sonic the Hedgehog. What will be your favorite 3 Sonic songs? Everything's blowing up, but we are all rescued, and Tails is the one that carried both Sonic and Tails out of there. I mean, Sonic and Amy out there. So we have Escape from the City, Night of the Ring, and I'm Here from Frontiers. Oh yeah, Frontiers. That's some really interesting soundtrack there.
I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Now we're on the second stage of Knuckles in Pumpkin Hill, and we are also guided with a new power-up, Shovel Claw. You can dig into the ground or walls. Select dig in the action window, or simply press B when you're in the air or on a wall. So, you already got a power-up. And we're in Pumpkin Hill. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go follow these balloons first. So you see these balloons will give us some coins. 5 rings actually. Oh, nice. Oh, I just randomly just gonna monster him just like that. Wow, that was lucky. Sometimes exploration does pay off. Alright, let's go into this area and search here. See if it's over here. No, it's not. Let's go to this area then. It does have an absolute vibe to it. It's really chill and calm. Okay, so it's in this area here, so we have to go a bit more lower. Let's see, okay, so now it's flashing orange. No. Okay. Let's defeat this robot here. Oh, okay, it's getting closer. Oh, is it over here? Yes, it is. Okay, one more to go. Okay, let's try and find another area to go, but I want to try and find a... Okay, there we go. Defeat this robot here. You've been looking at me the wrong way. Alright. Oh, over here. Okay, so it's over here. It's in Pumpkin Mountain. Okay, so it's yellow. Oh, there we go. Do we dig here? Yes, we do dig.
I found him.
And we done it. Just in under 2 minutes. 17k. with an A rank.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Alright, so Knuckles is doing well with his finding the pieces in the Master Emerald. We got lucky in the beginning, getting that second emerald without no radar, but everything else was kind of smooth there. I actually did like that.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your
Seems as though Eggman is talking on the big computer screen to millions and millions of people.
soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Sometimes, like, the music overshadows their voices so much in these cutscenes. It's like you can barely hear them at times. Alright, so this is a demonstration to what Eggman's gonna do if you do not surrender, apparently. So this is just a quick taste of how much Chaos Emeralds he has, and he takes a bit out of the moon as well. Well, not a bit, that was actually quite a lot now. Nearly about half of the moon is gone now. So we're never going to get a full moon at all. There's never going to be a full moon ever again in the Sonic series. So anytime you ever see a full moon in the rest of the future Sonic games, they're not canon anymore. They are not canon.
Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
Yeah, how did he?
Chaos Emeralds. Yeah,
Because it has to only be the Chaos Emerald, of course. It seems like it's always a recurring theme that they don't use any other energy source in the games other than the Chaos Emerald.
I can use that to find
Like, they call it unlimited power, so you might as well keep on using it.
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it! The three of you. That means me too. Hey, hey!
Oh yeah, it does rotate, yeah. Alright, we are on the mission street. Elude enemy pursuit. So we're trying to get out there, take Amy out of him, and here we go. Another tail stage. Okay, okay. Oops, I am missing so much change. I'm like pretty much button mashing B, so I'm not getting much technique points as they call it. Oops. I don't think I'll be able to get there. Nope. No, 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 no. But over here, we get the boosters. So this allows you to hover when you hold down A button during a jump. That's it. So in certain situations like this, we hold the A button and we can hover over bigger places whereby we have to use it. Now we're just waiting. Okay, there we go. Waiting to get to the top here. Alright, let's try and get some points here. Going 8-link there. But yeah, most of these shared stages definitely require so much platforming, and that's the thing. It ruins kind of the speed aspect that could have been really good. Because, you know, it's a Sonic game and, you know, you need to have as much fast speed as possible going through these stages, but when you have stuff like this whereby it forces you to slow down, it doesn't really feel like a Sonic game when it just makes you slow down so much. And I think the level design is the prime responsibility around it. That they could have made this more faster and more enjoyable. Just like the Gamma stages. Oh, we got 9 chain there. Awesome. Can we get more? Oh. Could have just waited a bit more. Bam. Can we get those robots there? 6 chains? Yeah. Oh, we're getting some high chains here. Oh, 8 chains. We're tight. We got that so tight. That's so tight, dude. Alright, hit that switch, because if we don't hit that switch, that falling platform will just jump on us there. And I don't want to get hit by that shit. Oh, damn it. There we go. We just have to hold onto it just to get like a high score there. Okay, we're just gonna hit these guys here. I hate these parts whereby you're going up a hill and it's so slow as Tails. But it's a good reminder though, like there is certain conservations of speed, showcasing how heavy this mech is when going up hills and going down hills. So I think there's gonna be a next session where we'll be able to go down a hill and it'll show how fast the mech can be. And I think it's this part here, so once we turn the corner we'll be able to run straight fast. There we go. So look how fast this mech goes. It goes insanely fast. Like imagine there would be so much section like that in the tail stages. It would be so much fun. Like just go fast down the hill just like that. Because they know that you can go down that fast, but they just don't allow you to do so. It does get annoying, but you kind of get used to it. It like you block it out of your mind when he says "huh" or saying "okay" and stuff like that. But yeah, after playing this game so many times, like you get used to the annoying phrases or annoying voices that they come up with. Oops. You have to run under as well because these bridges are coming fast. Oh, here we go. Alright, pick up the speed before we actually get hit here. I don't really care about the chain links here. I just don't want to drop that. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're saying what I prefer out of classic Tails or modern Tails? I prefer modern Tails. I don't know if you refer classic Tails just to classic Tails from the original games, like Sonic 1 to 3 and Knuckles. Oh, you're just talking about design and stuff. Yeah, I definitely, like in terms of design, I just prefer everything modern. I know a lot of people might cringe or say like, oh, I got the wrong opinion there, but I just like the evolution of the designs of the characters of when they did start doing these characters and keep on growing the characters. So I appreciate when Sonic Team has updated the character designs rather than say like, oh, classic Tails or I mean classic Sonic's different than modern Sonic, and then that's why we got modern Sonic generations, whereby now we got modern Sonic and classic Sonic just because of the fact that a lot of the fans didn't like certain things around it. Okay, so we are in an aquatic mine, whereby it's a full-on water stage because Knuckles and Rouge are great at swimming. That's what Omochao says. So we have these switches here, and they change the water levels. So no more water, yay! Don't have to swim. Oh wait, it's closer. Oh, there it is. All right. Now we've done this part. Okay, now it's in this section here. So maybe. Where is it? So do we have to go all the way to the top here? Oh, okay. So it might be here. Oh no, it's not here. Wasn't it this corner here? No. Okay, so somewhere past this wall. The only place we can actually go here is pretty much over here. So I think it's in this section here, perhaps. Whoops. Is it in this section? No, it kind of just went dead here now. There's a section in this room whereby you can kind of go through. Oh, oops. Yeah, over here. How do we go here? Oops. I have to climb up there somehow. Or do we only climb up there based on because we need water? Yeah, I think we need water, so we have to change the water level again. Right, time to go back up. So that's the thing about it, is that in some places you just have to go and change the water level, then we go back and then we can actually get the emeralds. So it actually does delay up a lot of the time here. You have to kind of get lucky with it. So let's see, so we got one here. So where's the water level? So there's one at the top that's 3, and then these are the water levels here. So let's change this to 2. Oh, you can't punch Omochao like this. You can only pick him up. They can be quite annoying at times, but the more you play it, the more you kind of get used to it. Oh, no, we can't do this. So we need 1. Apparently. Wait, do we need 1 here? No, but the thing is, we can't even get through. If we get... there's no way of getting through here, right? No. That's the strangest thing. So I guess we definitely need to have it too, but what? Something here that I'm missing out. There's definitely something I'm missing out. Because we need to go top here, but it won't allow us. Maybe try number 1 here? This has been so long playing Necrotic Mind. I understand the concept of it, but then certain stuff like this, the only way I can get up to that point, I need the water to come up. But then this gets blocked, and I can't go underneath. Okay, there's something I'm missing out here. Okay, number 2, let's try again. Let's go into this place again. There must be like a certain... Wait. It says near the blue flame. Okay, that's just that, but... Okay. Can we break that? Actually, yeah, can we break it? That. Obviously, we need to go up there. Somehow we need to get up there. No. We're trying to allow us to actually get up there. I'm stumped. Okay, there must be another way. There must be another way. If it's not allowing us to go that way. Okay. I feel as though we need to probably unlock something to get there. Okay, we're gonna look around first. Let's see. No. I think we do need to use level 1 switch. We can't go, so when we use level 1, we can't go inside that room. But we need to unlock a switch somewhere else. So use level 1. Can't go in that area again. But we have to go somewhere else instead. So let's try it this way. Yeah, so we can go here now. Oh, look, see, so we got at least got 1 emerald here. Uh oh, am I dead? No, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh no. I thought there was bubbles around here as well. Okay, doesn't matter. So, is it still in this area here? It is. Still in this area. And we still got both of our pieces as well. Alright. Instead of going that way, I'm gonna go through this way. See how this way goes. I always hear that when people say that it gives them nightmares. It's like it gives them nightmares as a kid. Oh. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. Really? I'm gonna die again? There's no bubbles. Okay. You know what? We're gonna use level 3. Wait. This is different. Oh, you know what? Wait. Was it here this whole time? There's no way. So I was going the wrong way the whole time. I just had to go up here.
have to try harder.
I was trying my hardest, Knuckles. Yeah, I got bamboozled by the radar. So instead of going inside that place, I had to go up. Yeah. Well, at least that is completed there. That was probably one of my worst performances on Aquatic Mine.
Seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them. Tails, any news yet?
For some reason, I'm not getting a signal from the 6 remaining Chaos Emeralds. Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space. Outer
Okay.
space? Knuckles!
Hey guys.
Alright.
Long time no
Thanks
see.
for stopping by, man.
Must have got lost
Take care and have a good one.
Looking for the Master Emerald.
I'll see you
pieces
around
was
next
tougher
time.
Than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where you going?
Where you going, dude? Where you going? Just starts removing him.
I'm following the president's limo right now.
Alright, so we're gonna have to
Trace the call to find Eggman.
trace the call and find Eggman there. Okay. So we're gonna catch up with the president.
Wait for me, Tails.
I mean, I didn't even think Tails was gonna bring you there anyway, Amy. Like, you're just a tag-along for them, Amy, at this point. Like, you don't have a story mode anymore, Amy. But, yes, we are now in another stage, and this one is actually kind of familiar. This wasn't actually told in the tutorial, so I have no idea why we're doing this, but apparently this is kart racing. So, there is a certain mode whereby, like in Sonic Adventure 1, we did have Twinkle Circuit, which was an optional minigame, whereby you could actually drive around in a single circuit of Twinkle Park and get your highest score there. Now in this one is that kart racing is now in the form of this, whereby this is how the design is laid out, and we have 2 mandatory stages in this story mode which you need to use to do kart racing. So this is the first one. We're playing as Tails. And every 20 rings as well, you can actually perform a boost by pressing the Y button. And also you can actually drift in this as well, whereby whenever you are going at high speed, you press the A button and the control stick left or right respectively of where you're turning, and then you can do this, and it drifts. You'll hear some steering wheel like the rails are drifting, and that's when you know you've actually performed it. Every time we pass the checkpoint, we actually get time extended as well. And also, when we do crash into the cars, it will slow down as well our vehicle. So be mindful of that when we are driving around, is that not to actually step onto these vehicles. And we're going to be drifting and turning. We're going to go around. We are in that nice sweet spot, I would say. We need 11 more rings to get boost. Well, oh, we're hitting cars now. Oh, now we got a boost. Oh, boost numbers have changed. I thought it was every 20 rings now. It was like 195 and I was able to get a boost there. What? Was boost actually configured as soon as you press the Y button, maybe? I think you still get 20 rings to boost, but then suppose if you boost at a certain point, then it kind of resets the ring counter. And you have to get another 20 rings to do another boost. I think that might be the case around it. But I think I see the president's limo ahead, and it seems as though we have actually completed this portion. We've actually caught up with the president here. And there we go, that's the score. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. We got a rank A. So it's just based on time with this one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, and minigame kart racing with 3 courses are now available. So we've unlocked kart racing, whereby we can kart race whenever we want.
Mr. President, reports show
Nice.
that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted.
Ah,
and
yada
our
yada,
satellite communications
politics,
are
blah
down.
blah blah.
An emergency meeting has been called. Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
And that's the president in the Sonic series.
Spare me the details. Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I
Interesting
know
that
you're
Eggman was
very
able to
busy
get
man.
a direct feed with the president.
My demands are quite simple.
I thought
Surrender to the Eggman Empire
that
and
the
make no
president
attempts
won't
to
be
resist.
able
Otherwise-
to communicate with Dr. Eggman, with
Otherwise-
Jiren would just say, oh no,
otherwise
you can't
your
talk with the
country will
president.
cease to exist.
And pretty much
What
blackmail is happening
powers
here.
to give me your answer.
No way!
And here he goes, Sonic to save the day.
Sonic,
Man Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Don't worry, Mr. President.
What did you
Everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us. Got it, Tails?
And that was pretty cool to actually bypass this and actually get it. And they've been able to find the location of Eggman. Now, we're gonna go stop Eggman now in Space Colony Ark.
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
Pretty cool, eh?
Inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well.
I mean, her name is Rouge.
Should be able to
It's
get it down
Rouge
to
the
space
Bat,
from
not
there. I don't know
Batgirl.
what the space colony is all
Please,
about, but I'll
Knuckles.
find and destroy that cannon, and then
Please
get
be
there
more
and
respectful.
all right.
I'll go and find the entrance.
Okay. And that actually concludes our part with the hero side. So we are actually going to take a break from the hero side. And we're going to go back into the dark side. So we want to know what has been the dark side been going around right now since the last time we was about to do the egg quarters with Dark. So we're going to go into the dark story here. And here we go. We have Rouge the Bat to actually explain what the last events was with the dark side story.
Eggman's machine when he first appeared. I can't tell you why just yet. Then I tracked and followed him to this pyramid, but couldn't get in because the door was sealed. I need to find a key or something to get
So we're not all cozy buddies with each other yet in the story because Rouge is looking to infiltrate Eggman's secret base first. So she's the first one, but she needs to find the 3 gate keys first. So now we are in
This is
egg
Rouge.
quarters.
I've located Eggman's base and will proceed to
It seems
enter
as though
it
she's
now.
making a report to talk to one of her companions.
I hate to say it, I guess I'm going to have to find that key first.
So this is the second treasure hunting level for Rouge. Now we're playing as Rouge now. And there's some pesky ghosts around here. So let's try and see if we can find the first one in egg quarters. Oops, camera. It's gonna be running around here until we actually get something of a beat. Let's see. Breaking the boxes now. Oh, we get the golden beetle here. Nice, but we're in a dead end, so if we're in a dead end, we're just gonna jump up here. Oh, look, looks like Gamma. They actually got some robots designed for Gamma. Oh, wait, what's that? Looks like a guard, and I don't want to actually get touched by that. Oh, but that's the only way to get through here, so we're gonna have to. Oh man, we have to wait until this beetle goes past. So if we go past it, it's gonna just zap us. Oops. Okay, that was a good dodge by me. Oh no, didn't get hit. I got hit by that. Oh, okay, we found the first key. Let's see. This guy's going really slow. Hopefully I can just go past him here. Guy, let's see. Where to go now? Alright, just gonna. What? Move! Oh no! I just want to just get past him. There you go. That's what I want to do. I just want to get past you because you're going really slow for me. Alright. let's be on our way then. Through the corridors. Oh, okay, we got green. Okay, yellow. Yellow. Alright. Okay, now it's closed. Oh. Is it here? It's yellow right now. It was red. Wow. Oh, we have to dig here. Alright, we need to find the ability to dig. Alright, I guess we just have to try and find it. We're not gonna go that way, but we can say that it's in the green room. So we'll make note that it's in the green room, but now we need to find the item upgrade to dig. It should be somewhere. Oh, we're gonna get zapped, aren't I? Yep, we're gonna get zapped. The only way to dodge that is to go into the shadows. I'm trying to find it somewhere of how to dodge that, but now we need to find the level up item. Ooh, the digging, which I cannot remember. And we're gonna get zapped again, aren't we? Yep. Wonder where it is. Over here? Nope, that's just a switch. Alright, so we've opened up something with the search. I don't know what though. Let's go through here though. Since this is an area we haven't been through yet, so might as well go through this area. Oh, there it is. This is what we need. So, this is pick nails. You can dig into the ground or walls, select dig in the action window, or simply press B button when you're in the air or on a wall. So, let's do a test, shall we? That's how you dig. Nice. Oh, we got a Chao key here. Oh, we can actually visit the Chao world. Nice. Alright, let's go into the green room. We're gonna get zapped again. No shadow. Alright. So we know that the second emerald is in that key room, so... Alright, let's locate ourselves to the green room. Wherever it is again, so we're just gonna rotate around. Okay, now we are getting closer since it's green. It's pointing in the direction of the green room. Oh, it's this damn beetle robot. But we're over here, and then dig in, and there we go. Oh, dead end. Alright, let's go back. I can't remember where we found the first one. Maybe in the red room, the blue room, but we'll just... Oh, okay, so we are close here. And, oh, it's red. Somewhere in this room here. Oh no. Oh no, oh no! Oh, there we go. Oh. Try here. Over here, perhaps? There we go. Alright, we got it. So these are the 3 keys to unlock Eggman's base. Oh, we got an A rank, even though it was 5 minutes. They're quite generous. I felt like I flopped there. I thought I flopped so badly there. Oh, that felt great. Alright, and also we got an extra emblem. 14 emblems. This is actually more faster getting emblems hidden compared to the original Sonic Adventure. Like every 2 to 3 minutes, new emblem collect. And also, by the way, there's a total of 180 emblems. Also, I forgot to mention, my Chao world is already have a saved Chao save. So we don't actually have like a new Chao save. So we can actually just take a look about how all the cute Chaos I have here. So, let's see. We have an Angel Chao. I think this is an Angel Chao, right? So, let's see what we can do. Let's pet it. There you go. A nice little pet. And hey, look! Oh, look how fast this dude is. Wait, wait up, wait up, dude. I'll give you some attention. There you go. That's the attention you need, don't you, buddy? Alright. And then we have a nice little cute Chow here. Look at the... That's a little cute here. And we have this adorable little Chow as well. Flamingo Chow, I say, I call it. Got the birdies. Nice and nice. Oh, this one's sleeping. We don't want to bother it. Whenever Chows are sleeping, you don't bother it. You just allow him to sleep. Because if you wake him up, then he won't get a rest to sleep. So, it's very important. Allow them to sleep. Oh. Wait, now he's waking up. See? Give them to wake up, and now he's waking up. But we don't want to pet him yet. Let him move around for a bit. And then we will pet him some other time. He's swimming comfortably. He's swimming. So, whenever they learn to swim, you don't really need to. There's a adorable little Tails Chow as well, so we don't need to do it. Oh, look at that buzzing there. Oh, that was crazy when it was kind of buzzing as well, the camera. And we also got like little games as well. Jack in the Box. And we've got TV. They can turn on the TV when they want. This is all Chow automated stuff that we can't really do for them. They have to do it on their own. And they can play with stuff. And there's some musical instruments as well they can actually do. And that's it, really. Hey Wolf, how's it going, dude? Good to see you here.
It's a space transporter.
So this is the way how Eggman goes to the Ark.
Ark?
Alright, doing good. Also, congrats on winning the tournament yesterday, by the way. Oh, you just woke up? Okay, you wake up quite early, so I think it's around 7 o'clock your time there. Also, when Rouge did that little dance there, that was a reference to Space Channel 5. Ula Ula does that dance. Yeah, you finally got it, man, and during the tournament. That was really impressive. Like, I think that was probably the most balanced racing tournament we've ever done so far in the server, which was pretty cool. And now, we are in the Ark, and Eggman is exploring, so we'll be doing Lost Colony here. So you can see that the atmosphere is really dark, that no one hasn't been here for a while, and it's all rusty now. So we're diving in deep. Yeah, there wasn't any advanced speedrunners, yeah, so I definitely feel as though that we've got a couple of people that know the game, and it was actually pretty fine. So it was actually fun to watch there. Oh, now we go down here. Oh, we're actually missing some technique points, as they call it in this game. Oh, we don't actually have the hover anymore. So Tails has got the hover upgrade, but we don't actually have it for Eggman. So it might be over here, actually. So, oh, this room is really dark as well. Okay, we got 5 chain there. We're jamming, as they say. Oh, you get, yeah. I think, yeah, we get the upgrade here, yeah. Oh, there it is. The jet engine. This allows you to hover when you hold down the A button during a jump. Very simple. I kind of missed Takal's voice in the original Sonic Adventure without explaining it. It felt like a huge ordeal getting up, getting like, da-da-da-da. Sonic Adventure is like, oh yeah, you get up there. That's what it feels like when you play this game. Like, whenever you play Zelda games and you actually unlock an item, like, they make it so awesome when you actually unlock something in Zelda. Same with Sonic Adventure 1. This one is just like, yeah, you just get the hover. They should have probably made it more interesting, more engaging to get something. Bam. Yeah, I've been getting so much people coming through and saying that Omochao is so annoying. If you was here earlier, you would have liked it, because I actually went through the whole tutorial mode of listening to Omochao actually before I started this playthrough. Oh shit. So if one of the robots hit you while chaining, you don't get the chain bonus at all. So that's another thing that's a challenge there. Is if you get hit once while the chain happens, you don't get that bonus. So that's one thing. That's one thing that's kind of annoying as well. So you have to get all the chain points really quickly like this, and make sure they don't shoot you down. and I think 12 or 13, you get the perfect chains. But yeah, we do have on-rail shooter moments like this, and whenever the aiming does go blue, that's when you should release it. So I'm just waiting for it to go blue, and then I don't mind the 5 chains or 4 chains here. It's all good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, to not go for lost chains. Yeah, because it does happen whereby like you lose the chain, and also you lose rings, and you lose health. So you lose more than actually gaining any reward and stuff. And also time as well. You miss out getting a better time because you get hit. So it's kind of a risk reward management there. Now, let's drop down as well. Yeah, there we go. Got 11 chains there. I think we could have got more there, but got the perfect. That really helps our score as well. Oh, got a hit there. Yeah, we're at a really high score count because I think we got 3 perfects in this stage already. Oh, you're just standing there. Okay, I'll shoot you down. Yeah, so we're gonna definitely get over 30k, so that's definitely an A rank. 36k on this stage.
Now you know why I am the best.
It is actually bad to go for more short change. It is. Some of the stages though, like Weapons Bed, I definitely go for perfects though, because they're all just standing down. Oh, it's now 8 AM? Are you going to get some breakfast on your side?
I've been waiting for you, Doctor.
And Shadow has been waiting.
Now, I will show the
because this was the meeting point, Space Colony Arc.
The world's leading scientist, Professor Gerald, has created.
Oh yeah, Cosmic Wall as well.
The first space colony created by mankind. Not many people know.
Most of the time I do skip up breakfast though. Get some work done, and then I just start streaming.
This is one of them.
But I will have some lunch after this stream.
Destroying an entire planet, codenamed the Eclipse Cannon.
And that's their project, the Eclipse Cannon, destroying an entire planet.
Is this my grandfather's legacy?
But it's been deactivated for some
But
time.
of course, it's been deactivated, and the only way we can use it is using all the Chaos Emeralds. It's like every time we just need to use this unlimited power. Oh really? You've been trying to skip breakfast? Okay. Maybe you got some other stuff you gotta deal with in the meantime in the morning.
Exactly. To reactivate the machine, we need the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once you have that, then you have the ultimate power of destruction to use as you please. And then, the world could be yours.
Yeah, it's not a great idea to skip breakfast. Yeah, because I think it's good to have breakfast because you don't know when you will eat again. So like, suppose if you had breakfast and then you had a long shift at work or anything, then you don't even know when the next time you will be able to do it.
I've got a great
Yeah,
idea.
that is true.
How about making a deal?
And look at Rouge, just snooping in as usual, I see.
A reaction that it may have with the Master Emerald. Now, if you could just let me borrow that radar, I may be able to help you. What do you think?
If I do,
What's the bargain,
I have an
that
idea
girl?
with
Oh,
other
I mean
Chaos
Rouge.
Emeralds, maybe.
Rouge, what is the bargain?
But do you know that I am a treasure hunter that specializes in all kinds of jewels?
Ah, Chaos Emerald, eh? Bargain with Eggman of the Chaos Emerald.
very well.
Okay,
I'm doing a mix.
deal.
So my structure of doing the story is that I did a few stages on the hero side first, then I went to Dark Story, then I went back into the hero story. So the hero story is whereby they infiltrate Eggman's base in the pyramid, and now I'm back in the Dark Story now. So we are kind of re-collecting back in the story whereby we are White Jungle and Green Forest now.
Well,
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this little arc here, and then we're gonna go back to the hero story. So we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we don't want it to be whereby it's just one side of the whole hero story and dark side. I think it was just kind of something I wanted to do differently for this playthrough, since I've noticed that a lot of people have been doing Hero Story for first, and then Dark, and then Lost Story. But then you kind of have a mix of, okay, we actually still have a lot of Sonic and Shadow stages. We mix it up, rather than, oh, if we do the Hero Story, then we have to just do 4 Shadow stages and do most of the shooting and treading on it. Yeah, so I did start the Hero Story first. I did do Cityscape, the first thing, because it was Sonic, and then I did the rest of it differently, and mixed up. That's what we did there. But yes, we are at Repin's bed with Eggman. And yes, this is where I definitely chain up as much as possible. So I look for about 13 there. Let's see. Gonna get the perfect. Okay, let's see. Drop. And then we do it again. Stop. And then again, 6 chain. Alright, nice. Yeah, perfect. That was right on the dot there. Oh, we need another level upgrade. Shit. Okay, there it is. Large cannon. Vulcan power up. You can now break iron containers that you couldn't break before. Awesome. Okay, so 11 is the cap. Yeah. I knew it was around 11, 12, 13. That's what I thought, so it's 11, so I have to make sure it's 11 each time to get it perfect. There we go. I'd rather just have no chain links there with these guys, because when I do have chain links with the robots flying at me, they just shoot me and just make me lose my jam, really. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yeah, so 11 is the cap. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Now there's gonna be some flying robots coming in now, so nothing. Okay, cool. Was there a golden Beetle here? No. No golden Beetle here. I think it's the next one. Oh, some rings inside here. Get a radical. Oh, okay. Okay, we're just gonna stop it here. Oh, you tried to ignore it? I just try to shoot it down as quickly as possible when it comes through. I don't try to create a chain with it. Oh. That took us a while. Let's shoot this guy down. Oh, and there's spikes there. I don't want to go anywhere there's spikes. Okay, there we go. We're only gonna get a 7 chain here. The radical. Let me see. I think there's a life up there, but I'm not gonna take the risk. Drop down there. Oh, it's here. It's here. This is where the life up is. Eee, hidden life up. Get the bubbles. Oh, the bubble was good there because I was gonna get hit by that robot anyway. It takes a ring score, and I think we're actually at the end of the stage now. No, we're not. Okay, there we go. Gonna shoot down these robots. Oh, you can hide behind this black box here to avoid getting shot. Alright, checkpoint. Get a new bubble. Oh, I spammed it so quickly. Oh, I missed the chain there. That's fine. We've already got a lot of perfect, so there's no real need to worry about the score anymore. Ah, missed it. Missed the perfect. We needed one more there. There we go. Let's go up here. Whoa. Let's fly here. There we go. A bit too much. I actually added in 2 more to the perfect there. There we go. Second perfect as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we avoided those. Oh no! We lost our bubble shield there as well. We hover. Alright, down to break these iron boxes here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And I don't really care about chains here anyways, because we're near to the end. Alright, all I just care about is just going into the goal ring now. But we did it! That has to be an A. 129 out of 184 rings. Not that bad. So 39k into an A rank there. And our 16th emblem. Yeah, I don't know what is the A rank requirements for this stage. Usually it's around like 25k or 27k. The only one that has the really high one is, what's that stage again? Eggman's one. One of the last ones, which is about 50 to 60k. This is why I don't get. So, I had a theory in the beginning that everyone was confusing Shadow of Sonic because it was dark, but Amy, for some weird reason, confused Shadow of Sonic in daylight. Like, how do you confuse a black hedgehog with a blue hedgehog in daylight? It's impossible. And now, this was in the hero story way long ago into the beginning of the hero story. So, you can see that Dark story was way before the hero story. And now we're actually going to be doing the reverse character boss fight. So, we did this before. And it's pretty much the same, really. You just run into them with Garden Mash. However, I feel as though Tails is more reactive. Oh, no! What? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. That did not just happen to me. That did not just happen to me there. Right there. That did not happen. If you saw Shadow while Amy was holding him, he looked like he was smiling, like he was enjoying it. Oh, yeah. I've seen that cases where people try to ship Shadow and Amy. And they try to use those type of things where like, oh yeah, he's smiling there. And I don't know. People think that Shadow does like Amy in those circumstances. Yeah, I feel as though the Dark bosses, when you fight the Hero counterparts, they're harder when you fight with Hero to Dark. Yeah, people do definitely ship it, and it is kind of funny there. That, you know, because like, theoretically, Sonic doesn't care about Amy, but maybe Shadow cares about Amy to be in that position there. But yes, now we're in Sekiro. This is actually my favorite stage. This doesn't mean that it's the best stage overall in terms of like level design and route. I just think that it's just a cool atmosphere and a cool scenario here whereby, you know, Eggman says that you have 10 minutes and Rouge is like, no, 5 is plenty. And then it just changes the time limit from 10 minutes to 5 minutes instead on this stage, which is funny enough. Okay, so we had a green count here. Is it really at the top? Okay, let's go back top. I have a feeling it's like right at the top. Let's see. How do we get up here? Alright, there we go. So we're up here. Is it on that platform there, perhaps? So somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. Yellow. Where is it now? The green side. Okay. So if it's not here, we know it's on this level, so it must be over here. No. Wait, is that really at the top then, perhaps? It could be really at the top. Yeah, I was thinking that way. Upper area, yeah. Oh, shit. Take these rings here. Yeah, so strange though. Usually the first emerald would usually be in the bottom area. Okay, let's just get this golden beetle. Yep, there we go. 1,000 points. Just to help us out. Yeah, it's actually glowing here as well, so probably in this corner here. Oh, no, it's not in this corner. There we go. Oh, it's in this robot. Nice. Alright, let's go back down. Let's have a look around here. Okay, it's green. Flashing green. Okay, so it's in this area here. Okay, it's yellow. Maybe it's in the red. It is. In the red. In this one? It is in this one. Alright, we're gonna have to unlock it then. We have to go all the way to the top. Yeah, he's like gonna blow everything up and on it. Yeah, it's like, you know, he's so annoyed how angry he gets in this part because, you know, the Chaos Emeralds are serious business, as how Nickle Magma says. Okay, so we need to go here. We need to flip this switch. We can actually get down. There we go. And he gets so pissed if he doesn't get his way. Like, oh yeah, recreate this deal, Rouge, and you're screwing everyone up for this. Like, I guess he's just not a team player, really. Eggman.
I can't. Only one more.
Alright, one more. So, red block and the upper path. So I'm supposing it's gonna be either blue or yellow. Blue, yellow, or pipes. Yeah, she only joined Eggman because she was on an assignment with Garden, yeah. Oh my god. So, I believe it's blue area side, but over here. Yeah, it's over here. There we go.
I got it.
So we first was on the upper path, didn't need to do anything. Then the second one we needed to flip the switch, and the third one just in that little platform at the top. But we also got an A rank as well.
Like me?
Always important. If you ever see a golden beetle, definitely get 1,000 points extra. So even if your time sucks, at least you got 1,000 points extra as well to compensate for that. Golden beetles will always be in the same stage as well. But because Rouge was clearless, she actually gets caught here by the flying dog. Honestly, this boss fight is the same thing, whereby you just hit it at the cockpit. That's pretty much it. That's the only hitbox we hit it at. There are times whereby it wants to shoot its beam. I don't know if I can hit it here. Oh, I can. Okay. That was good to avoid it. We'll try again here. Alright, there we go. Glide in. And we got it. One more hit. Oh, it would have been great if you could just spam into it. You had people why they were so confused why Gun was attacking Rouge.
I'm pretty strong, alright.
That's just because Rouge infiltrated into the actual security hall. That's where Gun actually had the Chaos Emeralds, so they had the intruder and they just pretty much attacked her. She was the one that was setting the alarms off. And this is whereby, oh, Shadow has feelings, whereby he actually saves Rouge. He could have just let her blow up. But the only thing is, though, is that Rouge had the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, yeah, when there was question about it years ago, yeah. People probably did have questions like that, and they didn't really follow the story around it. I just love when Shadow's like, troublemaker. Trouble. You're such a trouble, Rouge. But now, we are on the counterpart to Green Forest. So we did Green Forest earlier, now we're doing the counterpart to it, White Jungle. So, White Jungle is a much more relaxing side to the Green Forest, since Green Forest is when the bomb was going to blow up everyone. This one is actually getting to the point of actually saving Rouge, really. So that is whereby he's actually has a longer time limit because they've actually planned everything out and stuff, but the bomb destruction is much more sure compared to everything blowing up with GON of setting up their bomb on their side. So they actually calculated it and actually started the bomb, and that's why we have a higher time limit. But when Sonic caught the Shadow in the end, it was probably midway at that point. You thought Gun was attacking Rouge so Eggman would not raise any suspicion or something? I just think that Gun was separate to Eggman in any case. It didn't have anything to do with Eggman at the time. But that's a good possibility though, to actually think about it in terms of, you know, first playing the game. And thinking that it had something to do with Eggman to actually not raise any suspicion. But GUN was definitely downplayed so much in this whole game. So like, everything that GUN did, they had no way to actually combat any of these Sonic characters in this game. But to be honest, in reality, Sonic characters are aliens from another planet, so they're way stronger than GUN or whatever they can do. They're like superheroes in this world. So at this time, I've been able to stream for an average of 3 hours. So the first stream I did here for the original Sonic Adventure was 4 hours, and then the last 2 streams beforehand was 3 hours, so most likely I'm probably going to stream for another an hour or so. Oh shit, we need to go down here. We don't actually have the upgrade. The only problem is now though is that I have the electric shield, and the electric shield can usually screw me over trying to get the rings here. This is the only problem, so I have to, okay, there you go, we got it. There we go. Yeah. It's tricky because the rings are getting pulled to you, but then you are missing out the liner rings, and you can get screwed over by getting the light. Oh, okay. I didn't get screwed over by the light speed, that's why I just got screwed over by not just paying attention, by just holding up. Whenever you don't hold up, stuff like that can happen. Yeah, you have to go to it quickly when you have it. Now, I don't know if I have to get the upgrade again. I think we do have to get the upgrade, but we'll check again, even though we died there. Let's see. Okay, so we got the upgrade, even though we died, so we can do it. Okay, cool. So we can use this upper pathway instead. Oh, oh! Why is this always pushing me to the side? That's weird. It's like my gravity was shifting to the right side of the stage. Oh, we got the golden viewer, by the way. But it seemed like it wanted to force to kill me. Like, I've been doing so well on the stage, even though right now we're most likely gonna get a D rank, just because we died there. We're gonna collect some of these rings here. You know what? We could actually take a break into the Chao Gardens as well, since the Chao key is there. Might as well not avoid it. Yeah, definitely physics, dude. Game physics, especially. That was screwed over there. Oops. Alright, let's go here, and let's actually finish the stage here. So this won't be an A rank.
Here we go.
Most likely be a D rank there. Just dying once near to the end is a guaranteed E or D. Okay, so a C
That
rank.
wasn't so hard.
Okay, they was pretty nice for me there to actually give me a C rank. And our 18th emblem. Good stuff there. But yes, we're in the Chao world now. Okay, so we went through this normal part here for the Chao world. Let's actually go into the dark side of the Chao Garden, since we're shadow and we're dark. Right, is there any Chao here? Oh, look! Here you go. And this guy was chasing me as well. The moment I came in, he was really happy to see me. So depending on how you raise your Chao, they would actually walk towards you, and they actually love to be petted and cuddled and stuff. But that's just only depending on how you raise it. Like, if you beat it up, it would run away with you and get scared and start crying in the corner, which I do not want to ever see that again on my screen. I do not want to harass Chaos. I want to take care of it and love it, pet it, and, you know, make it come and feel happy. Yeah, the ranks are a little generous in some of the stages as well, especially the stage we just did there. You can also pick up. It actually likes to be picked up as well. So this guy's name is Phantom. I actually like the. Oh wait. He was doing something there. Wait, let's see this. So we do have certain animations depending on how you do it. So certain times they just smile and like look at him just clapping. Oh, he wants to have some attention. Look at him, he's all crying and stuff. He wants to be petted. Look at like, if you don't show them affection, like they get so simpy and they just start crying and stuff. So you just pet him there. Alright, let's move over to the next child. Oh, he's sleeping. So like as I said before, you don't want to disturb child that's sleeping. You let them sleep. If you wake them up, it will mess up with the health. So you don't want to do that. These guys are swimming. Like, you only want to take out childs out of the water if they can't swim. But if they're swimming and they can swim, then you just leave them be. And that's it. This is the child transport which I don't use. And look, they have a radio here as well. But as I said, stuff like this, the child has to interact with it. You can't interact, it just stays there. And they can press the radio and they start listening to stuff. But because we're in the story mode, once you leave our child garden, it saves the child and it goes back into the story. So next time, I guess we'll go into the child garden in the hero side. So we'll try to get a hero character next time. We'll go to the hero garden in one of these times as a bit of a break. But now we're gonna do the other side, whereby we were Sonic last time to defeat Shadow. Now it's Shadow to defeat Sonic here.
You're not even good enough to be my
This time Sonic may make us eat those words of what we were saying there, but then again, I'm the one controlling Shadow this time, so. Oh, there we go. So Sonic did spin around him. So you have to make sure you can home attack behind Sonic. He will definitely defend your attacks if he's facing towards you. Oh, that was close. You can also spin attack into him as well, but you have to be careful. There we go. Oh, yeah, that was close. So I'd rather let Sonic to come to the center so no bullshit happens here. But usually, they always home attack to the side of the edges for some weird reason. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got it now.
That hurt.
Yeah, so whenever they home attack to the edges, I just let them just come to the center because I don't want anything to happen. You found a little Sonic short related to this, and Sonic actually makes Shadow eats his words. Oh, that's cool.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it.
Oh, it has subtitles as well. Literally, Shadow eating his words as well. With subtitles. But this is whereby Sonic realizes that the bomb is going to blow up and stuff, and then Shadow chases to be up with Rouge. Yeah, sure, you can share it with me. And then, just as it hit 0 on the counter for the bomb to blow up that was set by Eggman in the beginning, he was able to use Chaos Control in the nick of time to teleport him and Rouge out of it. Okay, no problem.
Shadow, what are you
And here we go, another relapse into the memory of Shadow.
His life's work was
And you can see that Shadow and Maria was actually pretty close with each
He
other.
once told that the reason for his existence was making people happy through the power of science.
Shadow.
Maria, I just don't know anything anymore. I often wonder why
Like, he
I
knows
was
the
created,
reason
what my
of
purpose is for being
what he
here.
wants to do, like make people
Maybe if I go
happy.
down there,
And then all of a sudden,
I
he's
will
just like
find the
edgy in the
answers.
beginning. He wants to blow everyone up. So I guess when he's recollecting his memories here, and he didn't have those memories in the
What's
beginning,
so
and
melancholy?
Eggman came out, and then Eggman was like, "Oh, Shadow, I want the Chaos symbol
That
so we
was
can get the
so
Eclipse Cannon." So
unexpected.
it's kind of the
Come
situation
rescue
with Shadow and
Shadow.
Chaos,
To
whereby,
come and rescue me.
except for
But your
Chaos,
ability to use
Shadow
chaos
actually can
control
talk and
certainly
relate to
comes in
Eggman.
handy.
But
You know,
both of them
I didn't come
was
to
doing
save
what
you.
Eggman wanted him
I
to
came
do anyway.
back for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, but then again, that's not the whole story, is it?
Everything is ready to go.
Eggman's like,
Are you
there's no
We only
talking.
have
No
6
more
of the
talking
7
between you
Chaos
guys.
Emeralds, you know?
I don't want you guys to screw up anything now. You have to listen to me.
So let's
The
get
way I
the
just
show
cut
on the
both of
road.
them off. Ugh. Yeah. And this is when he makes the announcement on the hero side. So we're gonna go back and see the moon blow up for the second time. Which would have been cool if if the moon got blown up once on the hero side and then you play on the dark side, it gets blown up again. Imagine if it just completely got blown up. So you saw one half of the moon got blown up in the hero side, and then it was still a half of the moon for dark side, and he just completely blew up. And then it changed the cutscene as that, oh, we completely destroyed the moon, rather than just half of it. But that's the thing, is that Hero and Dark Story share so much of these cutscenes that all of these cutscenes are the same throughout. When they have these shared cutscenes, it would have been great if we had a different perspective, just like how the original Sonic Adventure did, of sharing these cutscenes. And I think it would have been a lot more better if it went that way. He's pissing on the moon. He's got blue pee. So he's just drinking a lot of blue soda to pee on the moon. What Eggman didn't realize is that the countdown was actually starting as well. That Shadow actually tricked him there. Oh yeah, I actually do like Snapcube.
Well, that was really impressive.
Snapcube was really funny.
Make complete havoc on the whole planet. Does this now mean we control the planet and can do as we choose?
At this rate, the cannon will take too much time.
And Rouge is trying her hardest to try and gather as much
Unleash its
information
full potential,
and pretend that
you'll
she's in
need
it.
all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Where in the world have you been?
Something happened?
Our threats fell on deaf ears.
Look at you, throwing a tantrum like a little kid. How totally embarrassing.
Don't forget your end of the bargain, Batgirl. What about that last Chaos Emerald? We had a deal.
I don't know if they actually showcased the interview with the president here. Actually, no, they do. They actually do.
Station Square saved from a life.
Yeah, it's been a while for me that I've seen Snapcube. The last time I saw Snapcube was when they had a cutscene between Amy and Elise in Sonic 06. And Amy takes a look at Elise, and then she's like, well, you like Sonic? And she's like, oh yeah, I can kill you now.
This makes things a whole lot.
That was really funny from Snapcube's reference. That was one of my favorite ones I saw recently.
I want that Chaos Emerald.
Did you get that?
Soon enough, Maria.
And Shadow's just talking about Maria on the side there. Soon enough, Maria, we'll be back together. Like he's probably gonna suicide himself to actually see Maria at this point.
I will continue my research on Project Shadow and have a follow-up report very shortly. Just a reminder, don't forget about my jewel.
Oh yeah, Rouge pretty much is in her car and she is tracking Tails. Because they're trying to get the Chaos Emerald off him. So they want to know where Tails' location. So Team Hero at this time, they're trying to catch up the president so they can track where Eggman is at, so they can chase after him. Whereby Team Dark is trying to chase after Tails to see where they're at. And then they both have information of where both of these guys are. So both teams now are trying to infiltrate and trying to spy on each other and see where they're going. So both of them are eventually going to the Ark anyway. So that's whereby they allow them to go into space, calling the Ark, and then just pretty much trap Tails, Sonic, and Amy there, and also Knuckles. And Sonic seem to think that they're in the lead because they were smart enough to try and track down Eggman, but really, Dark Team's always ahead of Team Hero in this story, all the time. Because quite honestly, when you have to like think about IQs between Eggman and Tails, Eggman is smart than Tails. Even though Tails is smart, I think he's just geeky. He's not like high IQ crazy like Eggman, but he's just smart and geeky in a sense whereby he knows a lot of how to build stuff, but his intelligence is nowhere near as Eggman's. And then when you actually rival the other characters, Sonic is still faster than Shadow, but he still rivals his speed, and Knuckles may be stronger than Rouge, but Rouge is similar to the ability that Knuckles has, so there's always like some similarities that they're very close by in terms of skills, but I feel as though Team Dark had more of the edge throughout most of the story in this game. It slightly turns around, I guess, when it comes to the last story, whereby when they're all working together, and I think that the Hero side was more favorable compared to Dark side. But yes, this stage is harder on Rouge compared to Tails, so there's a lot more turns and a lot more cards that's always in the way. So Tails one is much more the easy one. There wasn't much turns, like close turns like this. It was easy to actually go through most of the time here as well. Here we go. No boost, probably one more ring for a boost. Alright, we got boost now. Also, you can land off this stage if you go too fast over a ramp. And I think this is the last turn as well. Now, it's kind of now a guessing game if I have A rank or B rank. So, A rank in the tail section, I think it's less time. But Rouge's A rank is a bit more time because of how many cuts and corners there is compared to it. So we did get an A rank, so we just got over 3 minutes and we got an A rank for the stage. And now our 19th emblem. Oh, minigame kart racing 2-player versus now. So we unlocked kart racing initially for just doing it. Now we have it unlocked for 2 players. Cool. Oh, now we're doing Skyrail.
Shadow, they're in that blue plane.
So we're still infiltrating Tails.
Copy that.
And now it's Shadow's turn now to catch up. Oh. Oh, I missed the trick and I also mixed switching rails as well. That sucked. I could have got good major points there. So I would actually call Skyrail the most important rail stage in this game. This is completely the best rail stage, hands down. 1. There's a lot of rail grind switching, which a lot of people say that they have a lot of problems with by actually switching rails. Whereby when you switch rails, you actually press the A button and the actual left analog stick. Now, there are certain moments whereby, depending on the camera's change, you actually have to tilt the left analog stick to a certain direction to actually complement the actual switch change of the railing. So by here, I have to kind of tilt it here to actually switch the rails here to actually change my direction of changing the rails. That's 1. 2. Momentum of the rails. There's many different rails in this stage whereby they are either horizontally or vertically challenged downwards or upwards. So that way you have to kind of control using the crouch technique to actually gain the speed wherever you are using the rails. Ramps like this are very important to actually get really good speed of the rails, and it's up to your side and your responsibility to keep that, maintain that speed. I also actually missed a golden beetle. Silly me. I messed that up. At the end of rails like this, you can actually do tricks. But other than the actual importance of rails, the rest of the stage is non-existent. There's nothing else you can really do. There's some really cool life ups, hiddens in the stage, but other than that,
here we go.
It's really about the conservation of rails to actually fully understand how to utilize and actually move yourself with rails in this game. If you don't know how to completely perfect rails in Skyrail, well, you're gonna have a hard time with rails in general to actually have it have full understandability. You may feel like you're sliding or feeling slower because there's a lot of balance in Skyrail, and I actually do appreciate that in this level than any other level. And that's a short level as well. So, ta-da! We done. And we see Tails flying in the distance.
They're heading directly toward us. What should we do?
Wish they're a rail now.
There's no way they can get away. I don't know what they are planning, but I'll be sure to give them a warm welcome.
Which he does. He does give them a warm welcome. Now, naturally, I would have probably skipped this and said we should switch back, but because we already got a cutscene there, I guess we should just do the actual boss. Which would have been better if we did the hero side boss first compared to doing the dark side. So we're going to show you why that I should have actually done the hero side boss here first compared to doing this cutscene first here. This is the first time we actually see Sonic and Eggman actually conflict in this game. So this, after 2 hours into this game that we've actually played, now we actually have a standoff between Eggman and Sonic. and we actually see a typical boss battle whereby this is the Egg Golem, one of actual Eggman's machines here, to actually try and stop Sonic. But watch and see here why I actually feel as though this is a huge spoiler, that I should have done the boss fight with Sonic first compared to Eggman. It actually gives us a spoiler here. And it gives us a Taya! Whereby the Japanese one goes on for quite some time, and actually definitely hits the mark here in the cutscene better than the English one, because when he says Taya, he goes for a good second, and remember, this is really slowed down as well, and he actually hits him on the head. Now, Egg Golem turns on his master Eggman, and this is what we do now with the boss fight here. Now we have to play as Eggman against Egg Golem. Alright, all we just do, we just shoot at him. That's what we do. Just keep shooting. Just by mashing the B button. And then we crack through the armor here. And then at one point, oh, okay, we need to back here. Oh, he got me. Oh, damn. Oh. Let's grab a ring box here. You can just always drop down like that whenever he's hitting. Okay, there we go. And then we come back up and we start shooting again. Yep, he's betraying his own master just because Sonic hit his brain at the top of his head. Alright, now we shoot. Oh no! Uh-oh. That is just legit my strat. I just go on one level and I just keep shooting at him. And then drop back down. And then go back up again. And that's it. Yo. And that's pretty much it. We are done with that. So now we are blasting off into space with our space shuttle. Interesting thing though, this has no relation to the Dark story, but they show that Sonic goes into the space shuttle from GUN. So I don't know why this was actually showcased in Dark story. This had no reference to the Dark story at all. We could have seen this in the Hero Side story, but didn't need to be in the Dark story to show this. So now we're in the central control room of an Ark.
Hi, Doctor. How's it going? What? What do you mean they escaped?
And their plan failed as well. They were supposed to capture them there and finish it once for all, get the Chaos Emerald, and they would be at a really favorable position, but they did escape there.
Tricking that old doctor is just too easy. Alright, it's time to get to work. The password is
Maria.
Maria,
Maria.
heard that name somewhere before. Oh well.
You probably had that name because of a certain person that called you a Batgirl. Said that to you or around you.
This is it. Research
So while snooping around, that Eggman was trying to deal with them, Rouge came in to try and steal some information.
What in the world is this? This can't be right. What is Shadow anyway?
What is he really?
I guess I'll just have to take the last pieces of the Master Emerald.
Which I don't get. I don't get at all. So she was investigating, and then all of a sudden she's like, I got a craving to take the last pieces of the Master Emerald now. But anyways, we're not going to do Mad Space now. We're going to exile Mad Space, and we're going to go back into the Hero Side from where we left off there. So we're going to go into the Hero Side, and the last person that we left off is with Tails. So yes, we did go into the President, and then we found out where the position that Eggman is, and now we're trying to infiltrate Eggman's pyramid with both Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. So Knuckles was on the same page as well, at the same time trying to get the pieces of the Monster Emerald, because we've seen some Emerald changes, and now they're trying to find the entrance first to go in and snag Eggman. So they're both going to where they want to be. So now we've seen it from the hero perspective side. So now we're in Hidden Base. finding the entrance into a hidden base. So, hidden base, find the entrance. Like, okay. They said hidden base like 2 times there. Okay. Oh. Wait, I can't even link all 3 of them? Oh. Didn't get a score change. It's fine. Right. The only thing is that hidden base really slows down a lot because of the fact that you have to always shoot down those doors. You have to button mash the B button, and also we don't actually have the Vulcan upgrade as well with Tails. If we had the Vulcan upgrade, it would be much more faster to take down these doors, but that'd be dope. Yeah, I am. I actually am playing an MLL. On Dolphin, yeah. Dolphin to me is like, oh no. The moment I said Dolphin again, I died. The A button didn't come out as fast. But yeah, Dolphin to me is my preferred way of playing this game. Even though I actually have the copy of my Sonic Adventure 2 game on GameCube anyway, my GameCube is locked in storage right now. And it's just much more faster to do it on the emulator. Here we go. Oh, we could have got another one there. Okay, okay. We get really low scores, but we're hearing okay so much here. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, we missed some. There we go. Honestly, there's only one real path to go up, and that's the top. The bottom path is like where you get the Chao stuff or have to activate for mission 3 for Lost Chao. Okay, now we just unlock here. There we go. Breaking more doors. And also, these monkeys were in the original Sonic Adventure as well. So there's still certain design and enemies from the original Sonic Adventure in this game as well. So, and also we have a difference in enemy designs. Remember, most of the enemies in these previous stages were Geo-Red enemies. Because we're infiltrated Eggman's base, we're getting a lot of Eggman robots instead, and most of the Eggman robots will have animals inside. That's how Eggman powers up his robots, through animals. His animal abuse is still going on here. Hey, how's it going, Asperms? How's it going today? Oh, there we go. Beep. Ah, no, no, no. Okay, 7. Okay, we got the 7 here. I started my Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough 2 hours ago, so now we're playing the sequel from where we left off yesterday with the original Sonic Adventure. Here we go. Buddy beam, buddy boom. Alright, now we go over here to actually get the level up. We're doing good, we're doing good. We're chilling, we're vibing. We're playing Sonic Adventure 2, the ultimate lifeform game. But I say you're doing good, man. Oh, wait, something gonna fly down and jump down on me? No, nothing. There's nothing that jumped down at me. I thought there was something that jumps down at me at the end of the go ring.
I did it, Sonic!
Ooh, I did it, Sonic! I did it! A rank, yay! I can do it without Sonic, guys. And now we're in Pyramid Cave, so we found the entrance. Now we can actually infiltrate Eggman's hidden base. I used to be so much in love with this Pyramid Cave. It was so unique and vibrant compared to the other stages in this game. And then, I don't know, I've just kind of like grown out of this stage. I don't know why. I need to grow back into loving this stage. I think it's just because of these hoops in the beginning. I'd rather just spin dash out of there, man. Like, these hoops. Here we go. In we go. And now we like speed dash. And now we flip it around. Alright. First flip. Then second flip. Yeah, they're for extra points. But I think they're just time consuming, really. I'd rather just blast through it. But now we can actually get another hidden power up, which is the bounce bracelet. So bounce bracelet, press B button while midair to use the bounce attack. Press B button again to jump higher. Okay, so B button, bounce attack. Wait, bounce attack again, jump higher. Okay, gotcha. So we did that. But before we actually flip that time switch, I always kill this guy first because sometimes he gets in the way. So it's always important to attack the enemy first and then do that. And then we got the switch. Cool thing about the switch, you just jump and throw. You don't actually have to put it and place it there. You can just jump and throw it. Oh, we just clip through. Now I'm the grind. Cool. Now we somersault inside Gamma. Oh, the ghost. Oh, I hate these ghosts. So when you touch the ghost, they'll just start hugging you and just annoy you. Some of the ghosts actually hurt you as well. And Gammas are so annoying. Okay, bounce. Oh. Yeah, some of these enemies can be so annoying. Like, you're trying to home attack them and they're shooting right at you. You can't really do anything there. Okay, there we go. And now we have to bring this switch back to where we started. And we did the turn, so we can actually open the door now. Alright. Now, let's go the hourglass and then start going up as well. Alright. There we go. And then throw it. And then here we go. Now, this is more of a time attack. I do not care about the hoops, so I just usually spin dash and let it go through. Keep spin dashing. Oops, there we go. We got plenty of time there. We could have got more points, but I prefer just the spin dash in that section there. Alright. Alright, and now we see some interactive loop changes with the camera. But really, it's just a loop at the end of the day. Whoops. Oh, I'll get hurt by Gamma again. And I think there's a golden beetle here, yeah. There's a golden beetle in this part. Damn. Extra life up as well. So we got 22 lives. I don't think we'll ever see a game over at all. Oh, you tried to speedrun this? What was the best time you got to speedrun this stage? I have no idea what is like the world record for this time at all. So yeah, I hate doing the super bounces. I've tried doing super bounces in this game and I can never pull it off. 2:11. So you are 1 minute and 20 seconds faster than my time right now by just doing a normal playthrough. So 2 minutes 30 seconds glitchless. Oh, so 19 seconds applied to make it glitchy.
Looks like we're heading toward the center.
I've never really been fond of glitches in video games. It just makes it look ugly to look at. I just prefer it just to be normal. I can appreciate when the camera is shitty because it's just intentional because they can't really do cameras at the time. But when it comes to whereby players just breaking the game, I mean, I don't mind seeing those times and stuff, but I prefer glitchless runs better in video games. Alright, so now we're in Death Chamber. Find the 3 gate keys. So this was the counterpart to Egg Chamber, whereby you had to find the 3 gate keys to go into Eggman's base to actually surprise Eggman and be like, oh yeah, I'm here. But now we're in Death Chamber, and it seems as though we need to actually get a power up as well, which is over here. Luckily, I actually knew it was. I was gonna skip that part. Hammer Gloves increases your punch attack power. Now break iron containers with just a punch. Because I have not played this stage in a really long time. First, the single player environment to actually know where the upgrades are for this. But then again, I think I would have eventually got into it because everywhere I tried to break everything was iron containers. I just saw that there was 3 places we could have went to, and there was iron containers really. But yeah, this is Death Chamber. It's kind of have a central focus point. And you have 3 different colored rooms, and I'm very close to it already. And I just hit some green flames there. So I think it's on top here. Yep. There we go. It's right here.
2 more left.
So what I like to predict is that it's not going to be in the same colored room. Instead, it's going to be even the blue room and the red room. So there's 3 different rooms. It has this one central place whereby all the rooms are connected. So I'm going to get out of here, and this is the central part here. And I'm going to try and go for the next room. So it's the blue room. Oh, blue's over there. So blue's here. Let's go up here and break these iron containers. So it might be in here actually. And in these stages, you're going through the mural, and you can go into the other place here. Okay, so we're going to try and search around. I'm going to look at the map here. So we're in the blue room. So if we actually go right here, I think we're going to go to red room. So I think this is where we want to go, just in case we can't find it here. Okay, there we go. So at least if we go from blue, we can go slightly into red here as well. Like, these gamma robots are so annoying. Okay, there we go. Oh, we just got a key. I just walked by it and I did not know there was a key there. And this is the beauty of Sonic Adventure 2. You just don't know when it happens. You don't even know when stuff like that happens. Like, I was just playing the game normally and just gave me a key. Oh, there's the golden beetle. I had no idea the golden beetle was there either. Okay, yes. So we're in the red room now. So I knew it. It was in the red room somewhere. So okay, but that's great though. It makes our game much more faster.
I found him.
I can't remember. It happened early in another stage as well, whereby I found a piece of the emerald really early. Yeah, that's the power, and it doesn't go all off at once.
This is perfect.
Absolutely. And from that, it gave me an A rank. Uh-oh.
Who's there?
This was an interesting boss because it's an original boss
ghost?
that didn't even need to be here, but it is like, yeah, let's just throw it in with Knuckles. But this is King Boom Boo, the king of the ghost. And the guy that's ate a bit too much here. He's throwing those fireballs. Me personally, it reminds me of a boss from Mario. You know the ghosts in Mario? That's what it reminds me of. It is a pointless boss. It's interesting though, because like this cycle here, you can actually kill him in one go if you actually get the hits perfect. So 1, wait for it, and then okay, I missed it. I messed up there. Maybe I can get him again. Nope. Oh, I messed up. Trying to hit him there. I thought I hit him around that corner. Well, we just have to wait again. Well, if you run too fast here, you'll come back and then you'll be like, whoop. Starts laughing and shit. So you have to kind of just wait, and then he says, starts blowing his wave of fireballs so you can actually go around and actually hit the timer. So now the sun is out, and now he's in the shadow, and we can actually get him out because apparently Ghost in every video game hates sunlight. It's always been that way. Thing is though, is that Mario's always had the Ghost theme to their games. Like they've always carried on with the Ghost theme, but Sonic just stopped. Sonic stopped this game. I don't think they've ever had the Ghost theme after this game. Actually, no, they had it in Sonic Heroes. Actually, Sonic Heroes had the Ghost theme. Yeah, it is very impressive how speedrunners are able to defeat in one cycle. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh. I've done it once. I've done this once whereby I was able to defeat in one cycle, but it's very difficult to do it. Oh, he did that sound and he's turning backwards. Okay, wait for the fireball. Okay, now he hit. As soon as he starts firing the fireballs, then he can do it. When he's on the red, it takes him a while to fire the fireballs if you go too quickly around him, because he will go backwards and start saying that sound, that annoying sound he makes. There we go. Also, whenever Knuckles was saying "Order, order, order," I always thought that was from JoJo Bizarre's Adventure. Whereby like "Order, order, order, order," when he starts hitting it, like the multiple punches. I thought Sonic got that from JoJo. Yeah, it is luck based. It is, because sometimes he can just like go backwards and forwards or left and right. But yeah, this is pretty much the last point where we left off with Dark's story, and we saw the spoiler whereby Eggman comes out and he's like, yeah, I knew he was coming. And yes, remember, this was the first interaction between Sonic and Eggman in this game, and we're gonna see it double as well here. And now it's pretty much our turn to kick the Egg Golem's ass. E4 Eve as well. Yeah, that's why the boss is annoying. Yeah, I used to have times whereby it would come to sunlight and I wouldn't be able to dig in the right shadow. He would be like swinging left and right, and I can't even dig, and then it would be over whereby the sun goes off and then he would be back in his form, and it would take me a while to defeat it. That's what happens. But yes, we're an Egg Golem for Sonic. This one's actually more enjoyable compared to Eggman, whereby I was spamming the B-button, but this one is still easy anyway, because you have to just go backwards to the back of him, and you just jump on the platform, perform some home attacks, and then there you go. I know that speedrunners and people that play this game often, they can use the super bounce attack and just keep on doing 3 super bounces, and they can defeat the Egg Golem really quickly as well. Uh oh. Which way? The interesting thing though, is that we can't outrun this by on our ground. Like, we have to spin dash to outspeed those arms when it's coming towards us. There's no way that we can outrun it by just running on foot. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, I think we can grab this. Yeah, I actually think it does look like it's Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! It does have that design actually. Lucky it actually isn't Exodia, because if it was Exodia then we just automatically die, because it already has its 5 cards anyway. Out. Uh oh. Is it spinning? Yeah, spinning that way. Yeah, but running on ground, like, I can't believe these arms are faster than Sonic running. They actually designed the boss for Sonic to be slower than the arms turning when he's running like that. And there we go. My lousy speed time run of 1 minute 40.
Nice try, Rocky.
And there we go. And we're taking liftoff into space. Wait for that head choke first. Now we can lift off. They should really make a tile called Sonic in Space. You know where they say Chow in Space? Replace that with Sonic in Space, and now you got a new video game for Sonic. And I think it would actually sell well, because, I mean, space is cool and Sonic's cool, and I think it will make people buy it.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding.
Oh yeah, Knuckles gets a bit touchy in this cutscene as well. And this is funny because Knuckles is so dumb when he did this shit as well.
Don't sweat it, Knuckles. The only thing in the cargo bay are those Master Emeralds. Don't sweat it. Right? Land the shuttle and let me out. We're gonna crash this thing if you keep that up.
Like, Knuckles is so irrational. Like, it was his fault by doing that. He's about to kill everyone in the ship. Oh wow. Everything was Knuckles for right there.
What's up with that knucklehead anyway? Trying to take over the shuttle.
Damn.
I thought we were toast for sure. Huh? Where did he go now?
Looks like he bailed. This place looks deserted. Dusty, too. This place was shut down about 50 years ago because of a terrible accident. The first Bernoulli spherical space...
Hell's got internet up here. He's got fast speed, high full fiber internet, so you can actually get information really quickly and fast about what's going on.
But looking at it now,
it's an abandoned
So back in
art,
those
wouldn't
times,
you say?
his Wi-Fi is pretty good.
There's not much time left before Eggman fires that weapon.
And the thing is that Sonic's time zone of when it presents its time on Earth is the exact same time when it actually happened
someone
then.
designed that weapon to be impenetrable from outside attack.
If you call Gunshooting Marina an accident, sure, yeah.
We have to find a way to destroy it inside.
I don't know, like which scene was better? Her getting shot in Sonic Adventure 2 or the one when actually no, she didn't get shot in Sonic Adventure 2. She only was shown to get shot in Shadow the Hedgehog on the screen. But they didn't show in this. They didn't show in this game that she got shot. But it was definitely implied that she got shot here and got killed. The only thing we know of Maria is just the fact that she pretty much shot down Shadow back into Earth. And pretty much it.
I hate you. You guys always leave me behind and have all the fun.
Implying that Amy is relevant still in this game. I have no idea why they even took Amy into space. They could have easily just ditched Amy as well. But yes, you finally got your breakfast as well. Oh, nice. As you have your breakfast right now, you can eat it because I am actually going to end the stream here, since I think this is a good time to actually stop it now, since we've actually done so much on this game right now. Since Sonic, we've got the introduction of why Sonic got captured, and with Team Dark chasing after Sonic and actually getting the Chaos Emeralds, and they finally formed the plan of what they're going to do with the Eclipse Cannon of getting all the emeralds. And now here we're finally in space, and we're about to stop Eggman in his plan to actually stop the Eclipse Cannon here from here. So yeah, I'll actually end it here, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will continue in the next part tomorrow to actually finish off this story. We might actually finish off the last story as well tomorrow, and then if we do actually finish off the last story tomorrow in time, then we can actually do all the extras as well in this game before we move on to anything else. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.